All of you are having inner hate with each other, but they're the ones at top. They don't even care about us, bro. They don't care about us, bro. That's the whole point. They don't care about us. At least one side is showing some sort of sympathy and empathy towards us. Like, it might not be real. It might not be something that's going to happen, but at least they try to care about us. At least they pretend to care about us. The other people don't even pretend to care about us. So, that's it.
The comment's going to say Trump went to McDonald's and made fries.
Yeah, probably whack ass fries. Probably no salt. Probably no seasoning on that shit, dude. No seasoning on those fries.
Give me that energy. I need that energy. 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 Let's turn up.
Gentlemen, we are here with the 5-round main event of the evening.
We're back.
Coming to you live, another episode of Above the Multiverse with your boys.
Avery Harden.
That's Avery Harden. I'm Adrian Blest. And I am on some shit today.
You are. What are we starting with since you're on?
There's so much.
He has a lot of things.
I have so much on my mind I want to get off.
Let's just start with the
Let's start with the Penguin because we just watched the Penguin. The greatest show ever made. Yes. You guys want to talk about gangster shows? Avery loves to talk about Power.
Yep.
Power.
Yep.
I think what's the other? The Wire.
Yeah.
There's a lot of great gangster shows.
Yeah.
The Sopranos. This is a gangster ass show, bro.
Yeah.
If
you're not watching this show, bro, I don't know what. And if you talk about people who like Scarface, people who like what's the other ones? Godfather. Like, bro, this is that. This is one of them.
All that combined in 2024 with the best acting, the best writing, the best directing, the best cinematography.
Colin Farrell needs an Oscar, Emmy, whatever they get for TV shows.
Tony, give him a Tony.
He needs that, bro, because when I'm watching this show, I don't see him at all. I don't even think about him.
I see the Penguin.
Yes,
that's it. And
this is the only show. This is the only show in
dope.
This is the only show in the history of any show, any movie, any film that I see the character that they created, and I only think of him. I do not think about the actor at all. This crazy. Is the only ever time that it's like that. And this dude is killing it, bro.
He is.
Shout out to Colin Farrell, man.
Puts me in this world so deep, dude. I mean, literally yelling at my TV screen half the fucking show. I'm yelling. I'm hype. I'm hyped during the show, dude.
Me and Dre watch movies very differently.
Why have your finger, by the way? I didn't even ask you.
I don't know. It's like
Did you get that? Did you go to the doctor?
I bought this. No, I bought this.
Oh.
But when it bends, it like hurts. I think I tore a ligament or something playing basketball. I don't know. I mean, it just could be sprained. But anyways, me and Dre watch movies differently. I just came over right now to do the podcast, and he's finishing up this episode, and he's very excited. Like it was a part. Which part was it when
you missed it? I was before you got here. I was literally yelling and screaming at the TV.
It was a part that happened, and you were hyped. I think when Oz acknowledged Vic, you got hyped, and it's like man, we watch TV differently. Like at me personally, I am
locked in.
I'm locked in. I don't do that. I get a bliss. And I'm just I'm in the TV.
Intended.
You ever see Get Out? If you ever seen Get Out, that's me. When he was sitting there watching the TV and his mom was dying as a part in the movie, you gotta probably watch it to understand it because that's not even that deep of a part. But anyways, he's just locked in and everybody's screaming whatever. He's just locked in. That's how I am when it comes to this show alone. I don't even I ain't looking at my phone. I'm locked in. This show is that good, bro.
Yeah, it really is.
We say a lot of times things are good, things are great, things are da-da-da-da.
Things are good because we're positive people.
This is the best
This is the best show.
Probably. I'm not going to lie. I know I said House of Dragons and Game of Thrones. This might top it. I'm not going to lie. Every episode gets better, dude.
It really does.
Every episode gets better, bro.
And the little things get me. Little details. The part. So when Avery got here, I was watching the part. So we're going to break down the episode. You already know. Spoilers ahead. You already know. Okay, look it. I'm Victor, okay, bro? Today I am Victor. I knew this motherfucker was going to kill Squid. Kill Squid, bro. Yeah. I knew it.
I had a feeling.
He disrespected you. Kill this motherfucker.
I had a feeling.
All right.
I had a feeling. So before you say that, my thoughts was because nobody's safe. I literally thought my two thought processes were that Vic was gonna kill Squid. That's what I thought. And then the other thought process I had was maybe because nobody's safe, Squid gets a hold of Vic, maybe kills him, and then Penguin murders, like straight up tortures that dude. That's what my thought process was.
No,
but
Vic's
I'm glad Vic's alive.
No, Vic finally did what he needed to do. He finally did what he needed to do.
He's him now.
He's him. Stop getting pushed around. I'm tired of this. I've been so look at it real quick. Before this podcast started, I was watching some shit. Okay, got me hyped up. This week has got me hyped up. It is election week. There's a lot of stuff going on.
Week?
It is election week.
They pick the people now?
This week.
Oh,
vote.
Shit. Look how much I don't vote.
I think November 4th.
Look how much I don't vote.
We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about that because I got a lot to say. Okay. A lot of stuff has been happening. The election has been revved up. Things have been revved up. Life has been revved up. These shows have been revved up. My work has got me revved up. Just everything has got me just on edge.
Yeah.
I'm a very nice guy. I'm a very non-confrontational guy. When things pop off, when people say things I don't agree with, I kind of just laugh it off. I'm like, oh yeah, that's cool. You know, I'm very non-confrontational. I'm tired of that shit. I am Victor today, dude. I am Victor, and I hope I have Victor going on forward from this point, but less of how he acted like a little bitch at the end of it. When Victor killed Squid, he shot him in the neck, and he was like, oh, no, why'd I do that? I was yelling on TV, shoot that motherfucker again, dude. Shoot him again. Shoot him in the head. Dude, I'm done. Fuck Squid. Don't let him talk to you like that. Don't ever. So, And I wish I had more of that in me. I wish I had more of that in me. I do have it in me, but I just don't let it out.
Did somebody say something to you today, or what?
So much happened today.
What led up to this right now? I mean, I thought the Ariel thing, but you said
Ariel Helwani.
You're gonna
Ariel Helwani and Francis Ngannou stuff happened today. That pissed me off. Another thing that happened today was, well, not Ariel Helwani and Francis Ngannou, but Dana White in particular. Dana White is just a lying fucking piece of shit. I love the UFC, and I'll always respect the UFC. I'm very entertained by Dana White, but he's a piece of shit. And he's such a fucking liar, and it's incredible that he can just tell blatant lies and get away with it. And during his Power Slap conference on Thursday, he started telling all these lies about Francis Ngannou, who I know the truth. I've seen the proof. I've seen the receipts. I've seen the stuff. I've been watching closely for years on years on years. And he's blatantly lying about Francis Ngannou. And during the press conference, I was like, this motherfucker's lying. Like, literally, I was yelling at my fucking phone. Kat was there. My girl was there. She's like telling me to calm down because I was like, he's lying. Like, this is bullshit. Like, he's fucking lying. This is blatant fucking lies that he's telling in front of the media, who is chomping on his fucking little asshole, being like, yes, Dana, please tell me more, Dana. Never questioning his stuff. Is this
before you saw Ariel's thing, or
this is before Ariel's thing?
So you saw this on your own?
I saw this on my own.
Okay.
The press conference happened on Thursday. I watched it because I like watching Dana White's press conferences because there's always something that comes out of him because he always says some shit. He's very real. I respect him. I like Dana White. I do like Dana White. Don't get me wrong. But he is also a piece of shit who lies constantly. And because he's bolstered up by, I'm not even going to beat around the bush no more, by Trump. This shit is just wild. These guys fucking lie. They're racist pieces of shit who are just bullshitters, who just get away with all the shit that they want because no one questions them, no one stands up to them, no one's afraid, no one's like willing to question them because they're like, they're getting paid by them, they're eating off the fucking little teat of them, and it's annoying. It's so fucking bullshit. And that's why I love Ariel Helwani, because Ariel Helwani is independent and he's able to say, like, all this shit that Dana's saying is bullshit. Like, it's bullshit. And I'm not only going to tell you it's bullshit, I'm going to prove that it's bullshit. And I'm going to give you all the receipts. I'm going to spend an hour talking about how Dana White is a lying piece of shit. And I'm going to show you all the receipts. And I'm going to prove it to you that he's a lying piece of shit. Not only am I going to tell you he's a lying piece of shit, I'm going to prove it to you. And I'm going to show you everything that proves that he's a lying piece of shit. Same thing with Trump. This whole shit, this whole week, I've been seeing shit about the Republican, like all this shit. Just my stepdad is Republican. He's telling me shit, just everything. And I'm such a nice guy. I don't like to be confrontational. My stepdad's telling me shit. I'm like, yeah, Republicans, whatever, But I'm
trying to get you to vote for Trump.
He was like, that's why you need to vote Republican because of this. Listen. gonna make my stances very clear right here, right now, because I talked to my girlfriend about this weekend. I had a little rant that I went on this weekend that I told my girl about, and it made me go off. Okay, my stepdad literally told me this weekend. He's like, "This is why you should vote Republican because blah blah blah." You know, I was like, "All right, whatever, dude." No, but whatever. So I just kind of played it off. I don't like engaging with him because it's not worth it. But in my mind, I started thinking, and I was like, I can never vote Republican because my beliefs contradict with everything they believe in. Abortion. I believe people should be able. I believe women should be able to have a right to choose and do whatever they want with their bodies. No government or no one should be telling them that they shouldn't be able to choose. All you Christian crazy motherfuckers that are just like killing babies is crazy. It's not your choice. It's not your body. It's not your problem. Leave it a fucking alone. It's not yours. It's women's choices to choose. I strongly believe in that. Immigrants, migrants, anyone who's coming to this country, the border crisis. I have empathy and sympathy for migrants and immigrants. Like, America is a melting pot, and it is made to be a melting pot. That is what it was built on. It was built on all different cultures, all different religions, all different people coming together to build a one singular America. And all these racist motherfuckers who have a problem with that, fuck off, dude. Seriously, fuck off. Like, you're such pieces of shit. Like, fuck off. Like, go die in a hole somewhere, please. I'm so sick of you. Like, all this rhetoric of just like, oh, migrants are coming and taking our jobs, or Mexicans are doing this, or Muslims are doing this, or Jewish people are doing this. Like, fuck all of you guys. You are so fucking racist pieces of shit, and you probably don't want to admit it, and you don't want to say it, but you are racist pieces of shit. Accept everyone and be with everyone. I'm Mexican, Italian, Irish, white, fucking everything. I'm a mutt, dude. I don't know. I don't exist. I'm not Mexican enough for Mexican people. I'm not white enough for white people. I'm just here. I'm Adrian fucking Blest. That's it. Like, all this shit about all these people and all these things, I have empathy and sympathy for everyone that's out here that's trying to come to America, that's trying to build a better life. If I was born in Mexico and I had no money, I would try to come to America and fucking try to do my shit too. And you would do the same thing too. So stop acting like you're like better than them or some shit. That's some bullshit. That pisses me off. Another thing, black people. They're so racist to black people. I have such empathy and sympathy for black people. I have been raised by black people for my whole fucking life. My best friend Darius was black. I was raised by his family. They have the broom that they jumped over in his living room. They have Martin Luther King in his living room. They have Malcolm X in his living room. I was raised on that. I was raised by black people. I have so much empathy and sympathy for black people. I wrote an essay in elementary school about 40 acres and a mule. Black people were promised 40 acres and a mule, and they were not given that shit. They deserve reparations. America was built on slavery and built on black people's shoulders, and you treat them like they're not shit, and you treat them like they're not, like they have a fucking, like they're not given the same leg up that other people are given, and you don't want to acknowledge that, and that pisses me off. That pisses me off so much, and that's a big problem. Like abortion, immigration, fucking black people's rights, fucking Muslim rights, like Trump literally had a Muslim ban against people who are Muslim coming to our country. That's racist, dude. I don't need to put the meme up here, but that's racist. You know the meme. That's racist. Yeah. You're racist. Like, that's it. I live in Huntington Beach. I come out here on Saturday, and there's tons of Trump people out here. A lot of Vietnamese, Asian people supporting Trump. A lot of Mexican people supporting Trump. You think he cares about you? He will send your ass back quicker than you could fucking say, go filter fish, bro. Like, it is over. Like, stop trying to sympathize with this dude. Stop trying to empathize with this dude. And I will give you this. Flagrant 2, one of my favorite podcasts.
You said he was on there. Yeah.
They interviewed Donald Trump. Okay. These last couple of weeks, all this has been building to me. I'm telling you, it's all coming out right now. I don't know why.
You saw the whole episode?
I watched the whole episode. I loved it. It was actually very entertaining. I loved it. I think Trump is very entertaining. I think he's a funny guy. I think he's great. I think he's cool. Don't get me wrong. I think he's cool.
You're not a fan of his people, basically.
He's racist. At the end of the day, he's a racist piece of shit who's a bad businessman who bankrupts people, who is a frauder and a scammer and is a schemer and all of that shit. And if you want to believe that he's a good guy and you want to believe that all this blah 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 blah, you're a piece of shit. Straight up no, I don't want to be around you. You're a piece of shit. If you believe in this guy, yes, he's entertaining. Yes, he's very funny. I'll give you that. He's hilarious. I think he's so funny. And the things that he says is so funny. He's very aware. He's very smart. I like it. He's great. I think he's a funny, cool dude. But his politics and his alignment and his rhetoric that he speaks and his divisiveness that he speaks and the hate that he spews and all this shit is evil. And you're wrong for liking him for that shit. And that's what's wrong. You like him for that shit. I like him because he's an entertaining, funny guy. And yeah, he's cool, but he's not a president. And stop trying to act like he is, because he's a racist piece of shit, and so are you for believing in him. Okay, that's another thing. Okay, all these things, all these beliefs that I started thinking about, I was like breaking down all the politics. I was like, what are my political believings? What are my political leanings? What do I believe in? What are the what do they call it? Like your I guess your politics, whatever, like your policies. What are your policies? I'm breaking down policies, okay? Like, what are my policies? My stepdad told me, vote Republican, vote Republican. Cool. Vote Republican. They don't believe in abortion. They don't believe in migrants. They don't believe in immigrants. They don't like black people. They don't like Mexican people. They don't like Muslim people. They don't like Jewish people. What else? Oh, they want to give rich people the tax breaks and corporations tax breaks, while this poor and suffering and middle class, which is eliminated because it's only poor and rich now. That's also like, hey, let's give the rich people tax breaks.
Yeah, what's the tax break?
They want to give rich people tax breaks. Trump is a billionaire.
Means they don't pay taxes?
Corporations don't pay taxes. If Amazon paid 3% tax on their company, we can end hunger probably with the amount of money they can
Amazon
owe. They
doesn't pay taxes, basically.
All these corporations don't pay taxes. And you know who lets them do it? Republicans, because they're invested in it, because it's all tied together. It's all money. It's all big money. When it comes down to it, it's all big money, which I'm going to get back to the Dana White point, because that's also, he talks about money, which is, fuck you, Dana White, you're such a piece of shit. That's also a big thing, right? So it's like this whole thing about money, right? Republicans are all about money. My stepdad's like, vote Republican because they're about money. I'm broke, bro. I don't know who you think you are, and you might get more money, and you might have a big tax break when they put that all shit down, but I'm broke. My shit's expensive. Everything that I pay for is expensive. And it's not because of Biden. It's not because of Obama. Stop that shit, dude. It's stop. Who was running the country for the last 4 years before Biden? Like, let's get it right. Who put all these fucking shit in office? Like, that's Trump, dude. That's Republicans. Stop with that shit, dude. Like, I'm so tired of this bullshit. Like, they literally like to be like, Obamacare is the reason where Obamacare was trying to give poor people health care, dude. Like, yeah, you might not like it, and it might not have played out the way that it was supposed to be, but at the end of the day, his point was like, hey, poor people don't have health care, and I want to give them health care, and we're going to try to make it work. And maybe this plan's not the best plan, but it's a plan that Republicans agree on. It's a plan that Democrats agree on. Let's pass it, whatever. We passed it. And yeah, it's not the best system, but people have health care. Like, the point is good. Like, they're trying to help poor people, and you're rich, so you don't care about that. You don't care about people. You think that people who have welfare, you think that people that have handouts, oh, they're lazy. They're this.
Who's lazy?
They say that people who are on welfare, people who are on food stamps, people who are on these government-funded programs are lazy. They're just trying to get money off the government. Try being in that situation and getting out of that situation. Try being broke and being on welfare and being on food stamps and try to get better and try to be like, oh, let me just go get a job over here and like make $100,000 a year and I'll be good. If it was that easy, everyone would do it. So shut the fuck up with all that shit, dude. It's everything is built up. Like, all these little things have been coming, like this little thing, this little thing, this little thing. I've been soaking it up and I've been absorbing it, and I feel like a fucking sponge that is like overloaded with shit, and I'm like bursting out, dude. I'm done. I'm Victor. I'm killing squid, bro. I'm killing squid. I'm so done with this shit. Anyways.
Squid.
Everyone. I have multiple people in mind. I have multiple people in mind.
You can say his name, because if he becomes president, they're gonna be like, oh.
No, Trump's cool. I honestly think Trump's a cool dude. Like, I really do. Like, that's what's funny is I think he's a funny, cool dude. I just don't think that he's presidential, and I think that he's very divisive, and he brings out the racist, hatred, evil people that are racist pieces of shit that don't have any cool, funny in them. They're just racist pieces of shit. That's what I don't like.
I don't have a political stance at all.
But this is also what I got into. How you said about the thing, how you're like, you know, the vote things this week, that's how much I don't care about voting, blah, blah. But that's what I'm telling you. It's not about this stuff. Break it down to policies. Break it down to policies. Do you believe that women should have a right to have an abortion if they want to?
They can do whatever they want.
Okay, exactly. Do you think gay people should be able to have a right to do whatever they want to?
Do whatever they want.
Trans people should be able to do whatever the fuck they want to?
I don't care.
Exactly.
Yeah.
What about black people? They should have reparations. They should be taken care of. They should be treated better.
Black people should definitely have reparations.
They should be treated better for all the things that they went through. Slavery, fucking being put down by everyone. Every single business that they try to build out, taken down. Every single thing that they've tried to build is taken down. What's the rich people?
Wait. What's the thing for black people? Who's trying to do something for us?
Well, that's the thing. This is what I think a lot of black people get mad about is they're like, Kamala and the Democrats aren't doing enough for black people, but at least they're trying to do something. At least they say they're going to do something. Maybe they don't do it. Maybe they don't act on it. Maybe they're not able to do it. But at least they are in the back of their mind. They're like, I want to do something for black people. Trump and the Republicans and all those people don't even care about you guys. They don't want you here. They don't want you here. They treat you guys like you're literally slaves from Africa. That's how they treat black people. And that's not right. And it's like, you can vote Republican and be like, well, they're going to maybe give me a tax break and, they care about people with money. Yeah, and there's some black dudes who have gotten some money. There's some black women who have gotten some money and do stuff, and they're like, yeah, I'm on the Republican side because I have money now. But at the end of the day, you're not taking care of your people. You're taking care of yourself. Like, look at your people. Look at everyone that's suffering around you. Not just you who happen to get out and be smart and do this thing and make money and be successful. Like, that's you. Look around you. Look at your family. Look at the people around you. Look at your people that have been suffering for decades, dude. So, like, that's some bullshit. Black people. Muslims. They don't like Muslims. They treat them like they're terrorists. These are just people, bro.
Yeah.
Allah is God. You're trying to Allah Akbar. You guys like to be like, oh my God, that's a terrorist. They're just saying praise God, dude. Like, chill out.
Yeah.
Because you don't understand the language. That means you're against them. They're against you. Like, you're wrong. You're wrong.
Real quick. Side note.
Go ahead.
One thing.
I'm ready.
One thing I will say is, for years. I mean, I'm 32, bro. So for years, I would say our government, I don't know which party, but our government has what's the word? Has put fear in us with certain things, right? So you guys remember when 9/11 happened? You know what I mean? You can say conspiracy or whatever, but if it was some what the Blue Lives Matter people say, some bad eggs of Muslims.
Yeah.
Right? That did the 9/11 thing. Why on earth did the government and Hollywood, everybody try to instill fear in us about Muslims? Like, you know what I'm saying? That's one instance.
Because this is a Christian built country.
This is what I hate. So that's one instance. That's 9/11, right? That's 9/11. Now, recently, 4 years ago, COVID happened, and apparently this came from China,
right?
And I hated the fact that was a thing that I don't know if it was Trump. I don't know who. I remember him saying China, but it could have been. I didn't see the whole thing, so I don't want to say it. But I would say the government tried to make us feel a way about Asian people because this virus supposedly came from China. I don't like that. I hate that. So the same thing with like anything what the government does was like, oh, black people are this, or like Mexican people, like now
they're saying over their rapists and their fucking murderers.
So now this is what I would say. Now, if the government is saying, or let's just say Trump, I'm sorry guys, whatever, I don't care. If Trump is saying they're coming over here, they're taking the jobs of Mexican people, whatever, blah, 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 or whatever, right? And then you got some Laguna Beach sheltered white kid listening to his dad, listening to Trump, and now he sees Mexicans this type of way. I think that's bad. I think that's wrong. Like, if whatever Trump is talking about, I don't know who he's talking about, but now he's going to look at my homie Dre, my homie Tim, my homie Joe, she's Hispanic, my homie Lisa, she's Hispanic and Italian. Like, now that little white kid from Laguna Beach that's sheltered in is going to look at all my homies and be like, F them. It's like, that's bad. That's bad to me. I don't like that.
That's how I feel about like with black people, right?
Yeah.
All my homies, all my friends, a lot of my friends are black, and I see people look down on black people, and it pisses me off, dude. It makes me it gets me like the best people in my life are black, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like and it's so ingrained in the culture, and it makes me so mad to like see people. It sucks, bro. It's so much hate and so much evil in this world, and they're putting it out there, and they're like, this is what they believe in, dude. They're all hyped on this shit, and it's fucking crazy, dude.
When you're feeling with the black people thing, this is what I would say is this is hundreds of years, and my thing is this is why Avery doesn't vote, is because that White House, that House of what they call it? House of Representations,
Representatives.
Representatives. Nigga, I don't even know what they call it. Congress. All them niggas in that. Well, they're not niggas. All those people in that area that's
they don't
like
care
running
about you
our
guys.
Country.
Don't care about you.
They don't care, bro.
They don't care about
and that's the thing that's the thing I'm trying to say is, bro, like we don't have representation up there from 200, 300 years ago where niggas was enslaved. We was enslaved. Niggas, white people hated us, bro.
They still do. That's what's wrong.
We were little
That's what's wrong.
Or bugs to them, bro. Like, we were so disposable. So it's like to have somebody in there who still has, I'm pretty sure somebody in their family owns some type of slaves still. They're still alive, or not slaves, but you know, they were in the, you know, segregation or whatever. I think that's probably the time where they probably had their great grandparents or whatever. Somebody down that line and still have that mentality and probably instilled it in that person that's in the White House. Yeah. That's why I don't care. Because like what can I do? I don't know what I can do.
And that's why I say, look, you can hate me. I don't give a fuck, dude. I talk to 2 people at most. I don't respond to DMs. I don't answer my text messages. I barely answer my phone calls. So it doesn't matter. I'm very content with me and myself. I'm chilling. This is the closest representation that we have to doing something for black people at the end of the day. You might not like Kamala Harris. You might not care about Kamala Harris. You might not think that she's actually going to do anything. She might not actually do anything. But at least it's in the back of her mind. At least she's kind of considering it. Trump is definitely not doing anything for you guys. Let me tell you something right now. Like, there's 2 options. It's, hey, yeah, this person probably won't do anything for us, but at least they kind of think about it.
You know,
or this person literally is definitely not going to do anything for us, and also does not like us, and is trying to get rid of us and diminish us.
You know.
What's the options here?
Let me tell you guys, because like I said, I don't know, but this is funny. What I do know is music, right? So everybody's, when he's saying, oh, he didn't do anything for us or whatever, I know for a fact people will get in the comments and be like, well,
stimulus.
Where he let Kodak Black out. Yes, Kodak Black is black for sure, but what else is he? Rich, and is a celebrity.
What did he say?
Huh?
What is his famous line?
I don't even know. I don't know.
My name's Kodak Black. What does he say? But I'm like,
oh yeah. He said, yeah, Kodak Black, but yeah, but anyways, I that's what I think about, like when people do certain things for.
But they do that.
People,
they do that on purpose.
For, you know what I mean? But it goes.
What are they really doing for black people? Like, what are they really doing?
Huh?
Like, what are they really doing for black people? Letting Kodak out?
I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't know.
There's nothing.
It's not. And the crazy thing is,
it's media.
For me, like I said, for me, man, like I'm gonna be real. I don't really care. You guys can hate me all you want. The only person I ever voted for, I didn't vote for anybody else ever. I only voted for Kanye.
Who ends up, and mind you, I give Avery a pass because this was before he was anti-Semitic.
This is before the whole Jewish thing. But it was a joke too. Like I knew he was gonna win. I just did it because it was like, oh man, dude, Kanye. Like I love Kanye's music. So, and it was just out of like, oh shoot, like I can vote. That's how much I don't care, right? So the only thing I can say, I don't know his policies. I don't know anything about anything. But when Obama was president, that was the coolest thing for me. I don't care what you think about him, what you think. I just know that he's black. He looks how I look, and he was in the White House.
Yep.
I think that was cool, and I don't, like I said, I don't know anything, and I yes, I could go and do research and think about and see what everybody's doing, but at the end of the day, it's still the whole thing of like there's people in there in that White House or that has control of our government, of our nation, and that is super duper racist. And I'm sorry, guys. They grew up in segregation and they're rich. Like they have never seen the struggle of me.
They've never hung out. Okay,
that's what I'm saying. And that's all I want to say, man.
No, this is perfect. No, this is a great segue because I think this is perfect because I think that a lot of people might see this and think that I'm like mad at white people, and it's not that. I'm mad at racist people because Asian people could be racist, Black people could be racist, Mexican people could be racist. I know that for a fact because I'm Mexican for the most part, right? I'm a mutt at the end of the day. Like I said, I'm not Mexican enough to be Mexican. I'm not white enough to be white. I'm just Adrian Blest. I fucking just exist in my own little pocket, okay? But I know how racist my white family is against Mexicans and Black people. I know how racist a lot of Mexicans are against Black people. I know how racist against how a lot of Asian people are against Mexicans and Black people. Like, people are racist at the end of the day, and that's America, bro. Like, you guys live in a melting. It's a melting pot. It's a thing.
That's actually crazy to think about because I think about my family, and I haven't seen except my stepmom. My stepmom, she was on some funny stuff about like bringing a white girl home. Which shout out to my stepmom.
Shout out to Dr. Umar.
She's my stepmom. She's my stepmom. But I'm talking about like my blood family, right?
Yeah.
So like my pops and then my mom, right? These people are Black and they don't care about anything. They just want to see their sons happy. So Gerard has brought. Shout out to my little brother. He's a little Mac. I only brought one girl to my parents. Gerard's brought like a gajillion. But what I would say is
every single it's Baskin Robbins,
and they are accepted. You know what I'm saying? And I can see my parents being so open and accepting, and it's like, dang, dude, like how could you know what I mean? And it's just this is a super side bar, but like I'm seeing like, oh man, let me just say this. I had a friend who is this might mess up the narrative. I won't even say. Actually, I won't say anything.
That's cool.
But I had a friend who was a certain way. She grew up a certain way. She did everything her way, right? She grew up in this, right? And then she fell in love with a guy who was another way, completely opposite of the way she was. Loved him. They both fell in love. He thought, yeah, man, my family's gonna love you. It's gonna be great. These guys spent probably like a couple years together.
Mind you, I know what you're talking about, and this person that you're talking about, by any standards, would be immaculate to have in your family.
So the person went to the guy's family, and I don't know.
They didn't accept her.
Yes, they didn't accept her, and
because of
who she was. And I think that is bizarre. So I bring that back to what we're talking about here. Is like, how
mind
can
you,
you
she's
not?
Like a college graduate from an Ivy League school.
Yes.
With a good job.
So my okay.
Craziness.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm going all over the place.
No, this is perfect. This is perfect.
My thing is like the acceptance of like people, the human being, regardless of Dre right here being so passionate about what side he's on, the regard of not loving his Mexican side is crazy. The regard of not loving my blackness because I'm Black is crazy. Yeah. So, you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't like that division part. And I only see, and forgive me if I'm wrong, correct me if I'm wrong in the comments, but I only see that division side on the Trump side, bro. And it sucks. That sucks, bro. Like, it's like, even if I'm not like hung old Gary for Kamala, even that side is like, when I say, oh, nah, I'm good, I don't vote, they're like, all right, cool. You know what I mean? Like, you still cool, whatever. You know what I mean? Like, I think that's cool. Like, you know what I mean? Like, they understand that I'm not about to sit here and vote for a lady that's run by, I feel like, a corrupt government that's still kind of under segregation laws and slavery laws. But anyways, that's another story.
Jim Crow.
That's another story. But I don't know. I mean, the sides. The sides are it for me. And one thing I want to say too, and I don't know if we're going to keep going on this, the biggest thing in this whole debacle of Trump, man, I don't care about Trump. I don't care about Kamala. I don't care about this government. But I think it's really weird that people treat Trump like God. Now, let's go back to when George Bush was president, and I don't know who else Republican people when I was alive, but those people loved the parties. They were fans of the parties. They were, you know, from what I remember, like it was like, oh, Republican, right? Now, bro, this is crazy, dude. They treat Trump like God, and that pisses me off because it's like, and I'm a Christian, so when I see these Christians treat this man like a god, that's hypocrisy. Crazy hypocrisy. You know what I'm saying? And we could go crazy on hypocrisy a while, because, like, man, I got a lot to say. Dude, I got a lot of stuff.
This is good, right? That's what I'm saying. I'm charged up for this podcast, bro.
It's a lot of hypocrisy going on in the world, on that side. On that side. Let's just call a spade right here.
I want to cut you out real quick,
okay.
Because that's my whole point of this whole thing, is that's what got me fired up. That's what got me so pissed off, is the hypocrisy of everything. Yeah. Is all these people blatantly lying and getting away with it, and it's charged up by that side, right? Like this person is blatantly lying to us over and over again, and no one's checking them. And people try to check him, but then he just like, you're lying. And then people are like, oh, I guess he's right. Like he's sticking to his guns. He's not apologizing. And that's where to bring it back kind of to where I started, right? Mm-hmm. The Dana White shit. Mm-hmm. Dana White's like taking Trump's notes, which I get. They're funny. They're good. I get it, dude. Trust me. I get it, dude. I'm not dumb. I get it. It's funny. It's cool. Mm-hmm. Like his whole little weave shit, which is a whole nother thing. I got to tell you about that. That's a whole nother thing. But like, he's like, I don't lie. I weave. I go from this to the. It's funny. He's genius. He's smart on that. But at the same time, like, he's emboldening people to be that way, right? It's like, if I did something bad, if I never acknowledge it and I just lie about it constantly, how can you prove me wrong? Mm-hmm. Even if you prove me wrong, that's wrong. No, I have the receipts. That's a lie. But this is real. No, it's a lie. No, but you did this thing. I don't believe it. Show me when I did it. Right here. You did this right here. That's false. Like, and that's what's happening. And that's what happened with the Dana White shit. Dana White's over here like, I never even liked Francis. I never wanted to do business with Francis. I wanted to cut Francis, back in the day. Yeah. Like Francis, like, I would have paid him more money than he's ever made in his lifetime. He fought Tyson Fury and Anthony Joshua, the two biggest heavyweights in the fucking world in boxing, which is the biggest prize fighting thing that you could do is boxing. Yeah. You don't think that he made more money for boxing 2 fights with Anthony Joshua and Francis and Tyson Fury than he would have made if he stayed in the UFC? And you're over here blatantly lying, saying he would have made more money in the UFC? You're blatantly lying. Yeah. We know it, and no one's checking him. That's what pisses me off. That's what got me pissed off.
That's his. You told me before. That's his platform.
That's his platform. He's at the press conference. He's doing his thing. He's talking. The media members do not question him because they're afraid if they question him, they don't get to go back in that room. Mm-hmm. And that's what pisses me off. Mm-hmm. That's what makes me mad. It's the same people who are like, I want to talk to Trump, but if I question him on the shit that he's saying, I don't get to talk to Trump no more. Mm-hmm. Because if I question him on it, he's going to be like, you're lying, you're bad, you're evil, you're bad, you're fake news, blah, 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 you're out here. So now you don't have a platform anymore.
What about Flagrant? Did they not do it right? Because I know Andrew is usually
Andrew's a troll. At the end of the day,
okay.
Andrew's he's leaning right, and it's funny, and I get it. I get his side. He has a lot of money. He's I get it. But he understands. He talked about he questioned Trump on the abortion shit. He's like, you don't believe in abortion, but what if Barron, your son, he's an 18-year-old millionaire who's living in New York. What if he got some girl pregnant? I bet you believe in abortion then, right? He questioned him on that. And Trump's like, oh, well, I haven't thought about that. Yeah. It's like, yeah. You don't believe in abortion until it's your kid that needs an abortion. Mm-hmm. And then I bet you believe in abortion, right? Mm-hmm. If you got some girl pregnant, I bet you would be like, oh, Barron, we can't do that. That's one thing. He also, Andrew Schultz, also, his mom is a Scottish immigrant. Mm-hmm. It's not a Muslim. Yeah, it's not Mexicans, but she's a Scottish immigrant, and America's very much accepting of European.
Those immigrants are great.
Yeah, those immigrants are cool, right? If you're from
those immigrants, those are the good ones.
Yeah, exactly. You're right. But if you're from Mexico or El Salvador or Brazil, you're bad. But
real quick, because I just want to go back into this real quick, guys, because this is a huge deal that I just watched. Like a speaker talk about hypocrisy yesterday. Literally yesterday, I watched this. It was a pastor actually talking about hypocrisy and hypocrites, and he was going on about I forget the story in the Bible, but he was talking about hypocrisy. Now, I want to speak to the right. What do they call the right Republicans?
Mm-hmm.
I want to speak to the right Republicans right now, man. Trump supporters, man.
What does right sound like?
Listen, guys. I love everybody, right? I even love you, Trump supporter. But let me tell you this, man. You a Christian? Answer these questions. You a Christian? Yes. You love God? Yes. Okay. Cool, man. Do you know your sin is the same as somebody else's sin? Doesn't look different in God's eyes, right? Right. So you hate abortion. Oh my God, that's God's damn it. Dude, God hate your lying. Literally, your lie is the same. Your lie is the same as somebody aborting a kid. I'm gonna tell you, I don't care what you say. It's true. I don't know the passage. Somebody help me out. Some Christian help me out. But I am 100%. God looks at your lie the same as he would look at somebody's abortion. It's sin. It's one sin. It's happened. Same thing with your lie. It's the same as a murder. It's in the eyes of human, it's worse, but in the eyes of God, it's the same thing. So the hypocrisy is
preach.
That's what I'm saying.
Preach.
That's what I'm saying. The hypocrisy
that's awesome.
and it's like, man, that's what I'm saying. I'm not gonna. I don't vote, but I'm saying like if I did, I wouldn't vote for the girls to.
Abortion. I mean, they're like literally getting rid of abortions.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
It's crazy.
I wouldn't vote for that. But I don't vote. But
like, I get it,
if
but
I
don't get it.
I wouldn't do it. But yeah, man, that's just one instance of what I be seeing, and I'm like, I never talk about it, but he's talking about it now, so why not talk about it? And if you hate me for it, man, I still love you, like legit, bro. Like I love everybody, like even the homie. Shout out to the homie Rez, man. Like Rez went on a rant today about like Trump and Jews and all that, and I was like, oh, that's crazy. But like, I don't hate Rez.
He's Jewish, so
yeah, he's Jewish. Yeah, he's Jewish. Yeah, and he says Trump is with the Jews or something like that. And I was like, I don't hate Rez. I love Rez. That's my guy. He put me on first European tour, man, and I don't hate him for that. You know what I mean? But like, some stuff I don't agree with, and I'm not gonna be like, oh, fuck you. It's like, nah, bro. Like it's like you believe what you believe. I believe what I believe, and who's right? That's up to God, bro. I'm gonna be real, man.
No, I think that's a great point. I think that's a great point.
When it comes, yeah. So I'm just going back to it. Like when it comes to policies and voting for people and whatever, you gotta really think, bro. Really, really think. Like I remember, man. I remember people with George Floyd. You know, he committed a crime in that instance or whatever, and people were saying that he deserved to die for committing a crime, which is crazy. And it was more on
mind you, we live in a country where you have a fair trial for your crimes,
and even that. See, this is what I'm saying.
But he deserved it.
And even that,
right?
and even in that is like when he passed away or whatever, people were like, oh well, he was such a bad person. He beat his girl. He beat his wife. It's like, damn, dude, like. I don't want him to die. Like if he did all that for sure, throw him in jail.
We saw a video of Diddy doing it. Would you want Diddy to die tomorrow?
No, you want him in jail.
But
that's a whole other story.
That's a whole other story. That's what I'm saying. This whole week has got me charged up, bro. That's what I'm saying. Like that's why I'm on this whole little rant. Like this podcast wasn't even supposed to be this. I was coming here to talk about the Penguin. I was coming here. We went to go see Venom the other day. We didn't even talk about Venom, but we're gonna talk about Venom. But we went to go see Venom. We want to talk about that. That was a good movie. But like that's what I'm saying is like this week has got me charged. Like at work, like things have got me charged, right? That you mentioned it, you're like, did something happen to you at work? Is that why you got? Yeah, kind of. Like, I kind of realized today that like it's like, dude, like I'm smarter than I perceive to be. I'm better than how I am. I'm better than how I'm living, and I don't want to be. I'm so nice, and I'm so non-confrontational about stuff that I let a lot of stuff slide, bro. I let a lot of stuff slide, and I don't want to be confrontational. So I like people can disrespect me, people can be mean to me, people can be rude to me, people can say racist stuff in front of me. This was another point that happened this week. This Mexican dude, bro, who I work with. I'm just gonna say it out. I'm just gonna say it. Who cares at this point? This Mexican dude that I work with, he was saying something. We were talking about scary movies, and he said something about like he was like, "Oh, I don't really watch movies with like scary movies with black people in it. Like I don't know. I just don't like the movies like with the when there's like a black lead in it or something like that." And I was like, "That's weird. Why'd you say that?
Yeah.
That's just a weird thing to say. Like you're racist, dude. Like that's just straight up racist. Like you don't have any black friends. Like yeah. Like you don't. Yeah, like out of nowhere.
Like,
out of nowhere.
You're black people, man. It sucks.
And I was like, what are you talking about, bro? Okay, so I was just like, okay, whatever. And then we're talking, and then he says, then we're like talking. He's trying to be all tough. Mind you, this guy has like tattoos. He's a Mexican dude, but light skinned Mexican dude. Like he looks white.
You can't be tough working at where you work at.
Yeah,
I wouldn't say the name.
Mind you, yes, he has tattoos.
Yeah,
he's all tatted up, whatever. He's over here talking, and he's like, he says something. And he was like, man, I was like, you know. And he said it. And I'm like, you're racist, bro. You're racist. But to me, I'm at work. I don't want to be confrontational. Yeah. So I'm just like, oh, bro. Yeah. Like, but that checked in my back of my mind where I'm like, I'm not talking to this dude no more. You know what I mean? But in my mind, Penguin taught me something today. Penguin taught me something today. I'm on my Victor shit, dude. I should have been like, hey, bro, don't say that shit. Yeah. Like, who are you? Like, you don't say that shit. You don't have any black friends? I could tell. Because if you said that around them, you would get your ass beat. Even though Jawan tries to get me to say the N-word all the time, see, I tell him no.
That's the thing. Okay, let me just break this down because we have
Please let Avery explain
this. We have a homie that says the N-word. She watches our podcast, so I hope she watches this.
Mind you, also this conversation happened this weekend too. I'm telling you, everything has happened this week that's got me charged up. That happened this weekend too. You guys were talking and I heard it, and I was like, "This is a lot, dude."
Shout out to our homegirl. I'm not gonna say her name because privacy laws. But listen, I love her. That's my dog for real. You know what I'm saying? And now our homegirl dates black guys, and she's also Hawaiian, but she is very white too. So this is where I'm like, you can't say that. And she believes that she can say it. Now, if she's dating a black dude and he lets her say it, I can't do nothing about that. But if you're around the homies, your homie has to be okay with you saying it. I think that's what I think. That's what I think.
I don't think you should say it at all.
But
I don't think
no. Because I mean, there's
let me say this.
There's times where you get the little homie.
But I'm gonna say this
that is probably like Mexican or whatever, and they like, say, oh yeah, okay. I know they don't have that attention.
Yes,
attention.
But listen, I'm gonna say this right now because I want to put this out there. I'm tired of I'm being open as possible.
I love you, dog. You know you're my homie. I love you.
I don't like when not black people say the N-word, and I don't even love when black people say the N-word. Mm-hmm. I get uncomfortable when black people say the N-word a lot too.
Around me, Jawan say nigga
you
all
and
the time.
Jawan and Ant, dude. Bro,
I say nigga like crazy.
When you, Jawan and Ant are in the same room, and I'm like, dude, you guys are yelling in my living room, and I live in Huntington Beach. So like, my neighbors are gonna freak the fuck out. Their brains are gonna explode from how many times you're gonna say the N-word, and like, it makes me uncomfortable sometimes. But like, that's what I'm saying. It's like I don't want. And I have no right to be like, hey, don't say the N-word. But like, also, like, I'm like, dude, it makes me uncomfortable if you're black saying it. It makes me uncomfortable if you're white saying it. If it makes me uncomfortable if you're not black saying it. Whatever you are, just don't say the N-word. Like, I get it. Like, if you're black, say it. But like,
you gotta.
Easy, like let's chill on it. Like selective N-words.
You gotta understand this is the reason I stopped saying nigga in my raps. Yes. When I went to Australia,
Charlamagne says he doesn't say it anymore.
When I went to Australia and I seen a group of white Australian kids saying nigga, after my lyrics, I don't say nigga in my raps anymore, guys. I was just it was one of those things where I was like, I can't, like, what am I do? Stop the mic and tell them no? Like, they're saying my words. So it's like, dang, like, that's why I stopped saying it on record. I definitely still say it just really like out right now, like just kicking it. But I don't say it on my records anymore because I know people recite what I'm saying and they're gonna be like, what I say? I don't even remember the lyrics.
I can't even think of any lyrics. It's been a long time since you've like really rapped like that.
Legit, I went to Australia for the first time in 2018, and I heard a couple of kids say "nigga" while I'm saying it, and I was like, "Oh, I don't like that." And then when I came back, bro, every song that I have now, it doesn't have "nigga" in it.
Yeah, because they don't understand what it means, and that's the thing. Is like that's why I was like this Mexican dude who I work with, who said it.
Mexican dude.
I was like, you don't have black friends, because I know they wouldn't let you say that like that. Like the way that you're saying it, you hang around. You don't have any black people that are that you're close to, and you say it as if you're like a part of that culture, but you're not a part of that culture because you have no connection to that culture. You have no one that you know that's a part of that culture. So stop saying it. It makes me uncomfortable. It's weird, and I should have said something, and I wish I would have said something. I feel like a bitch. I feel like Victor before he shot Squid. I was like, you shouldn't say that. Like that's how I feel sometimes, and like that's the bitch in me. Like honestly, like I'm not even gonna front. Like we're being open up here. Like that's the bitch in me, and I'm tired of being that dude. I'm tired of being that dude. Like the stuff that my dad says to me, the stuff that my stepdad says to me, that stuff that people around me say that I'm like uncomfortable by, like the transphobia, the anti-gay shit, the anti-black shit, the anti-Mexican shit, the anti-Muslim shit, this anti-Semitic shit. Like I'm sick of it, dude. Like I'm so tired of it. All you racist motherfuckers, I'm tired of it. Dude. Like stop, dude. Like stop, dude. Like we live in America, the melting pot. Did you guys not watch, what is that, School of Rock? Not School of Rock, but House of Rock. You know what I'm talking about? Where it's like, I'm just a bill. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
What is that? School. It was like School of Rock.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I don't know what it's called though.
One of the things that they showed me in elementary school was the melting pot, bro. America's the melting pot of all. The reason America was started was because we were prosecuted for religion. They came here to escape prosecution from religion, and then we're prosecuting religion. Like, do you not understand the hypocrisy of what you guys are doing as a Republican Party, as a right? Like, you guys are doing this. You guys are doing this. You like to say that we're taking your free speech away, but you're just being racist. You're not being free speech. You're just being racist. Free speech is being accepting and letting everyone say whatever they want. Like that's what also, here's another part that happened this week, right? Yesterday, this was another thing that happened, got me charged up, right? Yesterday, Tony Hinchcliffe. Kill Tony.
Your boy.
Love Kill Tony.
Yeah, what
Love Kill Tony. He went to the Republican convention and spoke for Trump.
Oh, he was up.
He went up.
What he said?
Mind
White
you,
people were great.
Yeah. Basically.
Kill Tony funny though.
He's
man.
funny,
Yeah,
and
he's
like
funny
mind
as
you,
hell.
like Tony Hinchcliffe killed it. His speech was hilarious. He said a lot of racist things that he knew he can get away with at a Republican convention for the comedy's sake.
No.
But like to me, watching it,
wait, how racist was it? Like
I'm going to tell you something right now. It was racist, but he was being super racist with his jokes, and it was funny because I know Tony Hinchcliffe, so I was laughing. But I'm like, dude, your audience doesn't understand that you're not racist. Like, you know what I mean? Like to you, yeah. You're around every type of race and comedian. Like comedians, they're around each other. All diversity, all culture, everything's fair game when you're a comedian. Like they're around black people, they're around Muslim people, they're around Asian people, they're around white people, they're around every single kind of race, and nothing's off limits. Yeah. I can talk shit about you, you can talk shit about me.
And we know that. Like if I go to a concert and he says something about like watermelon and fried chicken, it's like I know. Like and if he gets if it's a joke, it's like I get it. I know he's not racist.
Yes.
I know it's just funny.
Exactly.
But if you go to a
Trump, if you're at a Trump Republican convention and you're like, saying it, they're like, brother. Oh yes, that's what I was. So he was joking.
No.
One of the jokes that he made, which was actually funny, but I was just like, bro, wrong audience, you know. He was like, I was around my black friends for Halloween, and they were carving watermelons, which is funny. It's funny, dude. It's funny because I know him, but you can't say it to them.
Yeah. Oh, Tony said this, so how you say it?
So that's the thing. Is like because
Tony's not racist because I've seen
who he's friends with
him, and I know
him and David Lucas, like him, like he empowers black people. He uplifts black people.
The whole time.
He's trolling hard as fuck, but they don't know that. That's the point. They're dumb. They don't understand. So like that also got me charged up. Where I'm like, I like what you did here. It was a great comedy moment, and it was hilarious. Your speech was hilarious. You went off on Puerto Ricans. You went off, but everyone's getting mad now. People are reacting, right? This other comedian that I really like, I think his name is Chico Sagon or something like that. I forgot his name, but he's a Puerto Rican dude. He went off on Tony Hinchcliffe, being like, "I will punch you in the fucking face," talking about Puerto Rico like that. Like, who do you think you are, you little weak ass motherfucker? Like, he went off, and I reposted on my story, and I was like, "That's the energy I'm on today."
Oh, I seen that, but I didn't.
You have to watch the whole thing.
Yeah, I didn't watch it.
He's talking about how Tony Hinchcliffe, because Tony Hinchcliffe was talking about Puerto Rico, but like that's the thing is like. You don't understand. Like, yes, you can make jokes about Puerto Rico. You can joke about that, and it's funny. But mind you, you're talking to people who legitimately think Puerto Rico is a third-rate country, piece of shit place where they don't care about the fact that you guys were attacked by a hurricane that blew out your power system, and you're still recovering from that, and they didn't get aid, and Trump's over here pointing paper towels to you guys, thinking that everything's all cool. Like, that's what is happening, and they see that, but they don't understand the nuance of it all, right? So it's like that's where it's like fucked up. So that also was a part of it, right? The whole Tony Hinchcliffe thing. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, I love Tony Hinchcliffe. I think he's hilarious. I think it's funny, but also like you're empowering these people who are just plain racist, dude, and they don't understand the nuance of like they're racist without having the friend. Like, you know what I mean? Like you don't, if you're not a part of it and you've never experienced it, you can't be racist towards that. Like, you're racist to it without knowing those people and understanding it. Like, I'm blessed to have, like, I think about this all the time. Like, I'm blessed to have grown up the way that I grew up. Like, right, I went to an elementary school and a middle school that was like a magnet school where it's all different cultures. It's all different races. I grew up around a lot of black people. I grew up around a lot of Mexicans. I grew up a lot of white people. Not that many Asian people in Arizona, but I grew up I'm around a lot of Asian people now, right? Like, it's just like Muslim people, Indian people, like all these different types of people, different cultures. UFC helps me a lot too, right? I'm learning about different cultures, and I'm really respecting Dagestan. I'm learning about all these cultures, and I'm like, oh, I really respect their culture. I like how invested they are in it. I like it, especially being someone who is not really invested in the culture, because I am, like I said, once again, not Mexican enough for Mexicans, not white enough for whites. So it's like, as someone who's just like a mutt, like, I really respect people who are very invested in their culture. But if you have no connection to that culture and you don't know anybody from the culture, you have no right to say anything about that culture. You know what I mean? So like, that's where it gets tricky, right? So the Tony Hinchcliffe thing got me charged up too, because I was just like, damn, it was really funny and it was really good, but also like these people don't understand the nuance of that. You can't talk about that shit. So anyways, it's a lot, dude. It's a lot. But my whole point being, right, these people are racist. If you believe in that stuff, you're probably racist, and you need to check the people. You need to look at the people around you. You need to look at your friends. Do you have a diverse group of friends? Do you have a diverse of people around you? Like, what's going on really? If you're only around the people that look like you and talk like you and sound like you and think like you, change that, dude. Change that and get some perspective. This is real. This is the real world. Yeah. This is a world. It's a globe. I think, it's different.
You know what I said?
Economy's different.
You know what I said
economics
to somebody
different.
On
ethnicities.
In Uber. You know what I said to somebody in Uber? So I grew up, like, saying kind of like what he said. I grew up in the hood. Like my whole life, like North Las Vegas, Jow Street, Regal Estates, like hella Crips in the cul-de-sac that we lived in, thug niggas, whatever. It's just bad shootings up and down the street, like, you know what I mean. And then by the time I got to 10th grade, I started going to this Christian youth group, and I got around a lot of white kids, and then from there, they recruited me to play basketball at this private school called Trinity International. And that's when my whole world blew up, because I started seeing Asians, Russians, dude, you name it. We had everybody at that damn school, like every walk of life at that school. And I think that's very important. When I was, 15 when that world opened up to me, and it was just like at the time I didn't know, But I'm so blessed, like he said, to have gone through that, because now I can see all different cultures and not, I remember I'm gonna just say this. I remember going to the school and seeing Asians, like a lot of the Asians at the school like ate differently than I ate, and it was like you would smell a different smell, and it's like, damn, what the heck? But you're naive because you don't know, like you know what I'm saying? And I had to sit down and understand where they come from, right? And that was a beautiful thing because my mind was like, oh, well, this world is bigger than ever. And then fast forward to 2018 when I was blessed enough to travel I went to Australia, thank God to Hobson. I went to Thailand, seen a whole different world, Amsterdam, and you start to see different things that are not you. I think everybody should be open to that.
Yeah.
They have to be, because I feel like that's the only way you're going to, accept, every walk of life and not look, I feel like we go back to that Laguna Beach white kid where you're sheltered in this world of everybody that look like you. That's segregation all over again. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now that kid, he only sees NBA YoungBoy on the TV, and he thinks all black people are gangster dudes that goes to jail. Like he sees me now, he don't understand that, I'm eclectic living out the country. Like he probably looks at me even with my glasses on, like, oh no, that's a thug ass dude. Like it's like because he's sheltered, he doesn't have that diversity, and I feel like everybody should have that in their life. It blows my mind when people are like, I want to leave the country. It's like, bro, you should open your eyes.
Yeah, other cultures are beautiful, dude. Like that's what I've like grown to love in my life is. Like other cultures are so dope, dude. Like it's crazy. Like I love every culture for what they do and who they are. Like it's sick, dude. It's so dope. Like especially like as a UFC fan, I think that's what's crazy because there's a lot of racist UFC fans. I'm like, how, dude? Like every culture is represented in UFC, and it's so dope to see like every culture. Like I love seeing the Dagestanians. I love seeing the like. Ilya Taporia just won this weekend, right? He knocked out Max Holloway. I love Hawaii, and I love seeing the Hawaiian culture. I love seeing the Georgian culture and the Spanish culture, and I love seeing like it's Hamza and what he did with his dad, like like that. It's dope, dude. Like I love seeing all that shit. So I don't know. It's just upsetting, and it's like it just got me charged up, and I think that's like, and I think for me personally, the reason why it struck me is like you said, like did something happen at work, right? Yes, right. Today, and this is such a minor thing to you guys, but today they were like, you have to wear a certain type of shirt when you come to work, and I was like, what the fuck,
don't you already have a shirt for your job?
We'll talk about this off air with you because this pissed me off today, but I was just like, you're gonna tell me what kind of shirt I gotta wear now? Okay. Like this is dumb, dude. Like I'm so much better than this. Like I have so much more to offer than to be your little like guy who's just wearing a fucking shirt for you. Like I have to wear a certain shirt for you now. Like I already do so much. I bust my ass for you, and now you're like, hey, also, you're wearing a t-shirt. Can you not wear the t-shirt anymore? Like really, dude? Like come on, are we doing this? Like, am I not fucking 32 years old? Like I'm a grown ass man. Like why do I have to like do these things that are not me anymore? And it made me realize like fuck, dude, like I do not want to be working here. I do not want to be doing this anymore. Like I wish with all my heart and soul, I wish this podcast would take off and really just like allow us to live off this podcast so I don't have to rely on subservience to anybody anymore, because I'm so sick of like working for someone and having to like be a certain way to make a living. It's so annoying, and I wish I could just be myself fully and get paid for that. And like that's my dream, like that's my goal, right? And it's like that would charge me up today too. It's like all this stuff built up, and it was like building. All these things were in the back of my head, and all these things were in my mind. And then today I was like, fuck everybody, dude. Like fuck everyone. Like why? Like I'm me, dude. I'm blessed, bro. I'm blessed, bro. I am blessed to be Adrian, and I'm Adrian Blest. And like that's it. And at the end of the day, I'm just like, fuck, dude. Like no one should be telling me what to do. Like I don't need nobody tell me what to do. Like I'm smart enough and reliable, capable enough, and have the skills to do something to make my own, and I don't need anybody. And I wish I can get to that point where I really genuinely do not have to rely on anybody, because that's like I've always been Little backstory. I'm an only child. I've always been by myself. I've always relied on myself. It's me and my mom. That's it, right? So it's like I've always just relied on that, and I don't want to have to rely on other people to do stuff. Even in my music, right? Like when it comes to music, I've always admired Avery for being able to be like, I want to do a music video. I'll get a director. I'll get this person. I'll get that person. For me, I don't feel like I can do that. I don't feel like I can be like, hey, let me reach out to a director who believes in me or someone who, like, I don't have all that. But for me, I'm like, I'll be the director. I'll be the one who produces my own music. I'll be the one who mixes and masters my own shit. I'll be the one who makes my own album cover. I'll be the one who directs my own music video and shoots my own music video. I'll learn video editing. I'll do all that shit. I want to do it on my own. And that's how I've been. And like, I wish I had that capability to like live like that, because like I'm so sick of having to rely on people to give me money. It's annoying.
We're doing it. I mean, you're doing it now with the podcast. We just gotta get the fans up.
Yeah.
And once that's what somebody was saying the other day. I think
if you think I'm unhinged now, wait till I don't have anybody to rely on.
I think it was D1 or La Russell, one of the guys. But they were like, once you have, they were like, oh, you got a podcast, you got this. He's like, you got like 7 streams of income, and it's like,
yeah.
Once you have the fan base, it's over.
Yeah,
it's absolutely over. You know what I mean? Like I look at myself, like I pray to God that this pops off, or my music pops off. Once my music pops off, then we could just bring the fans over here. Now I get paid off music, and then we get paid off of this podcast, and then we're like, okay, no, we get paid off the podcast. Then we're gonna be like, okay, well, what's merch for Above the Multiverse? We get paid off the podcast and merch. Like it's crazy. And then
man, we don't need to
when we get big enough, it's like, all right, well, dang, I don't want to do a music tour. Let's do a podcast tour. You know what I mean? Like it's so many different avenues once we get the people. And dude, we already got 200 of you. Hopefully none of you unsubscribe.
I think people are going to grow after this. So I'm about to make this podcast blow. I'm going to name the title of this podcast, if you don't watch this, you're racist. You're racist if you don't watch this podcast.
You got to put my face like this. If
that don't get people to click on that, I don't know what will, dude. But yeah,
man, we appreciate y'all. 200 people, 200,000. Look, I'm speaking into existence. 200,000. We got 200,000 people watching. But yeah, we appreciate you 200 for following, dude. Because I was just looking at the last episode that we did, and dude, we got like over 100 views, bro, and like. That's big, bro. You guys got to understand, on YouTube, we have 200 subscribers. We got half of the subscribers in one video in a week, bro. That's crazy.
More than that. I think we almost got 200.
Oh, see, that's crazy. Yeah. So people are watching. I don't know if they're watching the whole thing, but they're sitting there like, okay, I want to check this out. What are they talking about?
Go watch this one.
So it's like I think that's dope, and one day we'll get to it. And I'm saying that to encourage you, like, bro, like the work you're putting in. Like you're not doing it for music, which is okay. It's fine. Like it'll come.
The music's gonna come. The music's coming.
Music's coming because like I'm trying to work on some writing right now, and it's hard for me.
Yeah.
So like music will come, but right now what you're doing with this, dude, you're killing it, bro. Like every week we kill it, and you edit it, bro, and you have it out, bro. It's you're killing it, bro. So it's gonna blow, bro. We just gotta keep believing, and we gotta keep manifesting.
I just gotta keep talking shit to you racist motherfuckers, and get you guys enthralled in this little web that I'm stringing here. Like I'm stringing a web here. I'm trying to get you guys caught up like a cricket.
You know what's crazy? I mean, we're at the end of the web. So
no, we're not.
We're not.
No.
Okay. Well, so I'm gonna just say this. What was I watching the other day? It was just a video of Theo Von and Drewski. Theo Von and Drewski. And what I thought about because I'm about to implement this in my life.
Yeah.
It's like Theo Von and Drewski, they're characters.
Yeah.
And I didn't realize it. Yeah. I didn't realize it until I saw this video where like Theo Von was like, he's like, Drewski basically said, I'm gonna just paraphrase it. Sorry guys, but Drewski was like, you just seen that dude? He was on. There was a white dude saying nigga. He said nigga, and Drewski was like, we can't be having that in here. And then Theo Von was like, man, I just write it down. He's like, what? He's like, what? He's like, yeah, like if I had an urge to say it, I just write it down. And like in my brain, it clicked for me, and I was like, dude, Theo Von is being a character. Like I don't think he really. Like definitely he has hella cool black homies, and he's a really cool dude. And if you're around that energy, you know who's racist. I don't think he's racist. He was being a character in that moment. Same with Drewski, and I was
same
like,
with Schulte.
Yeah,
like, same
and
with
I'm like, dang, dude, like I need to build my Avery Harden character a little bit more. Like I definitely, and I've been trying to do that. Yeah, I think some people have been seeing it where it's like I'm the Christian dude who's not far Christian right. So it's like I'm Optimus Prime basically. That's what I'm trying.
I like that.
That's what I'm trying to build right now. I'm trying to build my story of being Optimus Prime. Like I'm very positive, and like you can't bring me down or anybody around me down. So this is the character. It's not a character. It's me, but I need to what do you call it?
Not be afraid to kind of like act,
exude it out. Like if I'm on live, like man, gratitude and thanks, man. It's been a great day. Like you have to be
like Dr. Umar, like how Dr. Umar will say the same thing over and over again.
Exactly.
Like you build a character,
and I'm learning how to do that in my way because I don't like one thing I don't want to do is be like fake and annoying because I am a positive dude. I just need to make it people understand that this is real. This is not like me being fake.
It's like an authenticity and a character at the same time. It's a weird balance, and you have to find it. But I think you're on the right path to get there, right? And I think that's dope.
So that's what I'm realizing that this world is because if you think everybody that's huge right now, just think about it. Like social media is huge. Kai, Drewski, Speed, Theo Von, Andrew, they all are characters. Yes. That might be who they are. That might not be who they are. But when you see them, that's their character. So that's what I'm trying to exude right now, and I'm trying to get it going, man. Because
that's perfect. That's actually a perfect way to say it. Because I think like it's like like that might be who they are, but that also might not be who they are. Like you might see them like that, but if you meet them, they're probably not really like that. But they are still kind of like that. It's like weird. It's like a weird balance, right? It's like
same for Hop. Like I see him all the time. Hop is who he is. Like you met him before, but like how do you see him?
Like, he's more like a quiet, reserved person.
Because
like,
you know him.
Yeah.
Damn. Okay, I was trying to see. I was trying to see if you knew because he's very like.
But like
his
in public and stuff, he's very aggressive. He's very like outspoken. He's very like wild. He's very like he plays that character right.
Yeah,
like
he
is Hobson, right?
Yeah.
He plays Hobson. But when you know him and you meet him, he's just like the
chill
cool, down to earth, like very like humble, quiet kind of dude. Reserved, like not really like.
It's the character, man, and it's crazy because when now I'm thinking about everybody in the industry, Drake pulls it off immaculately, and he has a ton of characters, and it's ridiculous actually. Like he has Houston,
Wagwan.
He has Houston, Wagwan. He has Toronto. Like he has so many different characters.
Cheesing fam.
You don't know which one you're gonna get, and it's like it's crazy to think, and it sparked my mind. But yeah, that deal. I don't even know where we got here, but just know, guys, that it's gonna be a little bit more when I'm on live on. I
think that's
good.
I think in this era, that's what it takes, and like I think that's good, bro. And
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. If you're gonna do that racist thing, bro, get into it.
No,
lean into it.
Which perfect segue.
Lean into
because yes, I'm over.
I said a racist
I'm done.
thing. Hold on.
I'm not being racist. I'm against the racist. I'm fighting the racist.
He's fighting the racist.
I'm fighting the racist.
Because real quick, hold that thought. Because. Even I also seen another video on TikTok. Sorry, there was this guy. I don't even remember his name, but another TikToker was scrolling on this guy who was trying to make it big on TikTok. He was failing. He couldn't get anything to pop. Could not get nothing to pop. Nothing. And then eventually, this dude found it. He was a conservative Trump supporter, black dude, and he was like. He was basically being mad at other black people for not being with Trump, and he found it. And all his people, he was just breaking it down. He's like, all his people that support him, which I don't care what you think, whatever. It's just all his people that supported him was white people. There was no black people in the comment. They were like, yeah, this is the good ones. And it was crazy to me because it was like, dang, this dude was trying to make it. He was doing everything in his power to make it. And he found the niche. He found that character. Yeah. And now that dude's blown up. I think he has over 5 million followers now. And it's he found the character. He found that people will, so I'm on that level right now. I'm not a conservative, but I'm definitely going to do my Optimus Prime vibe and try to find those people who need. Because, my last thing. And then
this is good. I love this conversation. It's great, dude.
I was playing 2K 2 days ago, and I was just playing the video game. And, randomly, somebody was like, hey, what do you do when you're sad? And I was like, dang, this is my lane. I was like, oh, bro, when I'm sad, man, I like to play video games, or I like to go to the movie theater, or I like to, take a drive to the beach. The beach is calming. I like to da-da-da-da-da. That's what I do because I'm just a very positive person, and I hate being sad. That's one of my biggest pet peeves, and you don't have any control over it. Anyways, I said all of that, and I felt so good after that. And I was like, this is who I am. This is who I am. I need to exude that more, bro. And like that's what social media is being that person and taking it to the 10th power. So anytime anybody pull out a phone around me, I'm like, yeah, man, we positive over here. Or, you know, not being so obnoxious, but like, yeah, man, like life's great.
I get it. No, that's perfect.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, yeah, anyways.
Nothing bothers you. You're on move.
Yeah.
You're on the beach, bro.
Yeah.
We live next to the beach, bro. Like, our life ain't bad. Like, even today, I was thinking about it, too. I was like, dude, man, like, as much as, like, I struggle with money and shit that's going on, at the end of the day, I have my own little spot right here that I'm living in.
Right by the beach.
That I have a big-ass screen TV. I'm over here watching the Penguin. Mm-hmm. I fucking have the lights. I have the fucking Hulk PS5. Shit everywhere. I got the PS5. I got my computer. I got my camera. I'm living good, man. I'm doing great. So it's just one of those things where I'm just like, man, like, I just don't want... even though I'm living good, I still have empathy and sympathy for people who are doing less than me. And that's, I think, the big thing, right? I think that's what kind of, like, summarizes this point is I think that other people should have sympathy and empathy for people that aren't doing as good as them. And that's not the Republican Party. And that's my point.
Just brought it back.
Right? Anyways, on that point, though, what I was going to say is we went on a whole, like, hour rant about all this stuff.
That's crazy, man. If you stuck around this long, bro, thank you.
No, this is exactly what they stuck around for. This is perfect. This is good. Now
you got a timestamp.
Now this is, I'm going to make chapters for this episode because you guys are going to probably want to skip that shit, but that's fine. That's okay. But listen, what also got me charged up, right, to keep it on topic but also segue, right, is all this stuff building in the back of my head, building in my brain, like all these things, little things, work things, life things, things I'm seeing on TV, things I'm seeing on social media, living in Huntington Beach and going to Main Street and seeing all these people out here supporting Trump and doing all this stuff, right? All these things are just building up in my brain, and then what charges it and what switched the flip today, or flipped the switch today, was the Penguin. Okay? Avery watched it last night. I didn't get to watch it last night. I was like, I had to work early in the morning. I worked late last night. I worked early this morning. So when I got home, I threw on the Penguin. The greatest show ever made. Colin Farrell deserves an Oscar. We talked about this in the beginning of the podcast. But this episode, bro.
By far.
It's so gangster.
Yeah.
And it just made me realize, like, I'm not taking any more shit, bro. Like, this episode, Penguin and Victor... I'm like, I'm done taking shit from people, bro.
Oz too at the end.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Oz is the shit, dude. Oz is the shit. Okay.
He rallied
I want to talk about this. This one, it's funny because I called Avery and I was like, yesterday, and he was like, oh, I watched Penguin, and he but he kind of downplayed the episode, so I was like, damn, is it not a good episode, or is it a good episode?
I didn't say anything.
But he didn't say anything. But I think because he didn't say anything, I was like, fuck, is it not a good episode, or is it like a whatever? So I was kind of thinking about it, but then I watched it and I was like, damn, this is a good episode, bro. It is so good, and it really empowers like Oz, and it really empowers Victor, and I was just hyped on it, bro. I was so hyped. And seeing Victor, like, finally, like, just be like...
Get some balls.
Get some balls, bro. Grow some balls and be like, man, like, fuck Squid, bro. Like, Squid, like, you guys
you
are
know
watching
what's crazy, man? Yeah. You're here, so you already know what happened in the episode. My nigga, Vic, bro, he gave this nigga, like, 5 chances. That's the craziest part.
Yeah, he did.
He was like, bro,
I tried to pay him. We tried to give him money.
He gave him 5 cents.
He was trying to be nice. That's the whole point. That was my point. Is like that's why I see myself. That's why I kept seeing myself. Where I was like, I'm too nice. I know this person's an asshole. I know this person's wrong. I know this person's bad, and I keep trying to give them a chance. I keep trying to help them. I keep trying to be the nice guy, and they keep walking all over me. They keep talking shit to me. They keep disrespecting me. And at a certain point, you got to be like, fuck you, dude. Fuck you. I'm not a little bitch that you can walk all over. And that's why I feel like today that really struck me, because I was just like, man, like, I'm not a little bitch, bro. I'm not some dumb little fucking person that you can just talk to however you want and, like, act however you want with me and treat me like I'm some little fucking piece of, like little totem on the pole, bro. Yeah. I'm not. I'm the top of the totem pole, and you need to respect me like that. And that pissed me off. And that Vic got me hyped up today, bro. I was hyped, bro.
There was a time where I worked at I worked at the airport in 2017 to 2020, I think, and I quit because of COVID. I just didn't want to be there anymore, And around like 2022 maybe, I wanted to go back to the airport because it had a lot of amenities and it had a lot of benefits. And I was like, man, like I wanted to go back. So I went and applied for American Airlines. Bro, prior to this, from quitting the airport job in 2020, I was working with Hop and driving Uber. Very great pay. Like I was good. I was chilling. I'm good, you know. But I wanted the flight benefits still. So I was like, oh, let me just go back to the airport. Man, I went back to the airport for a week. And I was just kind of, you know, just powering through it. And this is going to what you were saying. I went, like, I think the second week.
Exactly where it's going.
And I was there, and I think I literally had these pants on, actually. I had these pants. Legit, I bought these pants for that job. And I went in, it was like 6, 7 in the morning or something like that. And I went in, and it was training. And, like, one of the dudes was like, oh, you can't wear those pants. I was like, oh, what do you mean? Like, I thought they're blue. Oh, no, you got to wear the work pants. Like, you didn't get work pants yet? I was like, no, nobody told me. He was like, well, I mean, don't wear those again or you're going to, you know, get written up. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I got to get the work. Like, I get the work pants, but, like, what do you, like, I don't have it. Like, if I order it now, like, it probably won't come in a couple of days. Like, so I can't come to work? He's like, yeah, man, like, I don't know what you're going to do. And I was like, you know what? I don't want to work here, bro.
Yeah.
I legit, like, he was so confused.
That spoke to me so hard, bro.
I was like, yeah, man, like, I'm good. He's like, no, it's because of the pants? I was like, yeah, bro, like, I just don't like how you, like, handled that situation. And he was like, like, today, like, you're done today? And I was like, yeah, dude, I don't want to work here anymore. Take the badge, bro. Like, I'm going to leave. He was so confused. And I was like, yeah, bro, like, you don't talk to me like that, bro. Like, I don't, like,
over some pants, bro.
In reality, bro. Shout out to Undercover Prodigy, bro. I work for an amazing company. Shout out to Jamie. Shout out to Hop. Now, I'm gonna say this: Hop is a millionaire, multi-millionaire. Shout out to him, bro. He's blessed, bro. He has all the money in the world: Lamborghini, a couple of mansions. This man has it all, bro. Not one time. I've been working with him since 2019. He's never disrespected me. And there's been times where I posted something and he's like, yeah, that's not it. And he's been super, like, the way he's handled it.
Yeah.
Same with Jamie. The way, like, if I've done something that isn't up to par or whatever with the company, like, the way they handle it is so, like, understanding, or, you know what I mean? Like, so with that, like, that dude probably made maybe $4 or $5 more than I did. And to demean me like that, that was it. I did not want to work for anybody ever.
Speaking to my fucking heart.
I didn't want to work for anybody ever again in my life. And, like, every time I Uber, you know what I'm saying? Because that's how I get some of my money that I need for my expenses. I think about that situation. I'm like, nope, go harder, because I'm not about to go sit there at Starbucks or the airport and wear the wrong pants and get in trouble for wearing the wrong pants. Like, I'm here to do the job, bro. Like, you're worried about the wrong thing, my guy.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I feel you when you say that. That pissed me off. And it just makes it more, like of a thing where it's like, bro, like, I know I literally work under a multimillionaire who's never disrespected me.
Yeah.
Like, all the things that I've done, bro, like, legit, in Amsterdam, I know I did some stupid thing. Like, he's you know, told me things, but it has never been like, yo, Avery, what the fuck, my nigga, like, da-da-da-da. It's been like, come on, Avery, can't do that. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's so...
respectful.
It's respectful. It's respectful.
Yeah.
So it's like, man, like, I look at these jobs and I'm like, dang, nobody should go through that. Lisa was telling me the other day, her and her dude went to, like, Hawaiian barbecue, and one of the owners at the Hawaiian barbecue went up to the cashier and snatched the phone out of her hand. And I was like, y'all didn't say anything? Like, if I seen that, bro, I would be so pissed, because who are you, bro? Like, if Jeff Bezos came out and did something to some Amazon person while I'm there, I'm going to say something like, I don't care how much money you got. Like, you don't disrespect somebody. So, I don't know. That just triggered me when you told me about the whole shirt thing. It's like, bro, like,
bring it all back together.
No one should disrespect anyone. Like, I get it. If you need to be coached, or if it needs to be a thing that's a policy or whatever, it's a way to talk to people.
Yes.
It's a way to talk to people, bro. And these people in these companies, You know what I mean? Like, and again, like, I don't even know how much you make or how much the person who told you that makes. They probably make a little bit more than you. They don't own the company though. They can't. I mean, even if they own the company, they can't talk to you like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
That's
stuff like that
perfect,
infuriates me, bro.
That's perfect because that's exactly what I've been going through. Is like I've had a change of managers, and my new manager makes me feel like I'm dumb, and I'm like, I'm not dumb, dude. Like you tell me to do something, and then now it's like, oh, but did you do this? And it's like, no, because you were telling me to do this, and they're like, well, you also need to do this, and I'm like, okay, I'll do that, and they're like, you know, like it makes me feel like I'm dumb or like I'm not doing enough, and I'm just like, I'm not getting paid enough for this, dude. Yeah. They're like, I'm not getting paid enough for this, for you to treat me like I'm some little bitch, bro. Like, I'm not. You're a little bitch. I am Victor today. And I'll kill Squid, bro. I'll kill Squid. And I watched Terrifier 2 last night, which is on a whole nother side note. But Terrifier is crazy, and it makes me be like gory, you know?
Because we need to take all the pointy things and guns away from this man.
Yeah, no, maybe. Because last night we were watching Terrifier, which I'm sure some of you guys have watched Terrifier. It's like a kind of like a cult classic kind of right now. It's like very popular and I don't even know what the culture right now, I guess.
Tell the people what it is if they don't know.
The Terrifier is about, it's a movie, it's a scary movie, it's a horror movie. It's considered one of the gorier movies that has come out. It's very crazy. It's actually very scary. It's not scary like I'm watching this and I'm scared. I'm more like, if this were to happen to me, I would be scared as fuck. Yeah. The character.
So it's more like
like if you put yourself in the shoes of the person, it is a scary situation, and it's really fucking gory, and it's really crazy, and I'm just like, fuck, dude. And the villain, so he's very iconic now. It's almost like where it's like it and like Jason.
Thing. What is it called?
His name is Art the Clown.
Art the Clown.
And he is super creepy and he is super crazy, and it's dope, dude. I like it. But last night I was watching Terrifier 2, and there's a part where she like she's, I'm just gonna say it because like it doesn't ruin it because you'll see. You just have to watch it. But she stabs him in the head, and I'm like, stab him again! Like, cut off his head. Like, make sure this motherfucker's dead. Like, do not even give him a chance to live, bro. Like, stab him in the head, cut his heart out, fucking chop off his head, do everything you can to kill this motherfucker. Don't just stab him one time in the head and walk away and think everything's cool, because it's not. You know it's not. So just, like, kill him. And, like, it's part of the 48 Laws of Power. Like, defeat your enemy totally so they don't have a chance to recover, right? It's like, during 48 Laws of Power, it's like if an empire defeats another empire and they show mercy and they're like, it's okay, we'll let you guys live. It's like, yes, you're letting them live, but also they have that resentment towards you forever, and they're going to build themselves back up to power. And when they do have power enough to take you back over, they're going to fuck you over because they always hold that resentment over you, right? It's the same thing. It's like if you have a chance to destroy your enemy totally, destroy them totally, because if you give them a chance to recover, they're going to recover and they're going to take you out. And it's like, that's what happened with Art the Clown. That's what happens in these movies. That's what happens in my life. So I'm just done with it. But that's what happens in the Penguin episode, right? That's what we're talking about, the Penguin. That's what we do, right? In the Penguin episode, I'm like, fuck Squid, dude. This guy sucks. He's always going to see you as the little brother, as the little bro, as a little boy who he can just boss around and punk anytime he wants. Even though now you have the money, you have the power, you have the sway, you have all the stuff, he still sees you as that little dude, and he's going to keep disrespecting you. And even though you're trying to pay him off, even though Victor's trying to like help him, even though Victor's like, I'll hook you up with the drugs, not this week, but maybe next week. Like, he's like, oh, you think I'm just going to like, idiot. I'm just going to play you, like, you're just going to play me like that? Like, you think you got the swag now? Like, you think you're big boss now? Like, you think you're cool, Victor? Like, nah, hell no. Like, take me to him now. Like, disrespecting him. And I'm like, Victor, kill this motherfucker right now. Don't let him disrespect you. And oh my God, was it so satisfying for Victor to just turn around and shoot him in the fucking neck. But also, I was on my Art the Clown shit last night, and I was like, shoot him in the head. Make sure he's dead, bro. Make sure he's dead. Like, don't let him even kind of recover. He might survive that gunshot wound. Shoot him again. Make sure he's dead, because I don't want this guy to even come back and even have a chance to like do anything to you. And it was great. And he did. He killed him. Well, he didn't shoot him again, but he killed him. It was done. It's dead. But one of the best parts of the show, Avery happened to come in right when I was watching the episode. That part happened, and then Avery came in for this part where Victor talks to Penguin, and he's visibly upset, right? And Penguin was like, "What's up? Did something happen with that guy?" And Vic's just like, "Yes." And I was like, Avery saw me in the moment where I'm watching the show, and this is how I am. Even when Avery's not here, I'm literally yelling at the TV, and I was like, "Tell him, Victor! Like, tell him. Just say it. Like, say it. What you did. Just tell him. If you can trust anybody, if anyone's gonna empathize with you, it's Penguin.
Yeah.
Like, you killed someone out of disrespect, and that's fine, because Penguin understands. He would do the same thing. So tell him, bro, because that would happen." And he told him.
This was the best part of this episode.
And yeah, it was the best part. And Penguin hugs him. He consoles him. And he's like, hey, it'll get easier. Which is a gangster-ass line.
Yeah. That was the bar. Yeah, that was the bar.
It gets easier.
Because he knows. In my
he knows
eyes,
that it affected him so hard.
Yeah, this is what I seen. And he knows that it affected him. And he knows that now he's a part of the life.
Yeah.
And
he's like, oh, now you finally kill someone.
Yeah.
But it gets easier, bro. Like, not even telling him, like, hey, you'll never have to do that again. Hey, it's okay. Like, bro, like, it happens sometimes. Like, nah, this is the first of many, and it gets easier. Don't worry about it. Like, that's crazy. And it's such a bar. And it's the most gangster shit ever in an episode that's ever been made.
Nah, I mean,
I literally was thinking about, like, Power and Wire and all this shit, and I was like, damn, that's more gangster than anything
I'm not
that's
gonna lie,
ever been.
man. This is better than those shows.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
for sure. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, man, I honestly, and then the stupid little prostitute snitched on.
So that was a big part of the episode. And then yes, the Sophia, when she was in the house, when she was in Oz's house and with Salvatore Falcone or Salvatore Maroni, and she was in there and they were like trying to find out some little thing about him. And she found the picture of the prostitute chick, and I was like, "Fuck, dude!"
Yeah.
Like, but
I thought she was gonna snitch on him, but they had a moment. they made him have a moment together.
Yeah.
But it's crazy to me. I mean, I at the time of watching it the first time, I was so pissed at her. But watching it here with you, watching that end scene, it made sense because it's like, oh shoot, like
she had nothing to lose. She realized
no, not even that. Oz knew that it wasn't the hangman that killed her homegirls.
Yeah.
Like,
and
so
he lied to her.
Yeah, so that's why.
So she kind of had that realization of like, oh, he lied to me. So like, why do I owe him anything?
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
I should just like turn on him.
And
which is like, I get it.
This time with you, I was like, oh.
Because if she would have like vouched for Penguin, she probably would have got killed.
Yeah.
If she would have like stood her ground and not said anything, but at the same time.
She was leaving.
Yeah. So I don't
she
know.
really went down like a murk.
She really just like kind of
murked,
and she even and
she would have out of
I
here.
get it. Like I think it's a here's something that since we're on the topic of this episode, I'm not even gonna beat around the bush. You Republicans wouldn't get women standing for women, right? Look at this, right? She was like, she said, and I get it, it's kind of corny, but at the same time, it's not. It's real, okay? So she was like, hey, as a woman, I saw myself as a woman in her shoes, and that's what you guys don't do, is put yourself in other people's shoes. That's what you need to do more often, right? I know that from simple fact of being around certain people, like my stepdad, who doesn't put himself in other people's shoes. You need to put yourself in other people's shoes sometimes. I do that a lot. And when you do that, she put herself in her shoes, and she's like, I understand where she's coming from, and I understand, you know what? You have the right to like get back at him if you want to. And like from there I was like, all right. I was pissed at first too. I was like, why'd you snitch on him? But at the same time, it's like she don't owe anybody anything.
Yeah.
And at the same time, she's trying to protect her own self and do her own thing.
On
and
top
like,
of that,
it's like
is Oz threw her under the bus.
Yeah.
The alibi thing. It's like, okay, yeah.
He used her for like his own gang, and like let's be real, like we're watching this show, like we're rooting for the Penguin, but he's a sleazeball, bro. He's a sleazeball, and he's bad, bro. He's bad. But he's also dope as fuck. We
forget that he's a villain.
Yeah, he's the bad guy, but he's also dope as fuck. And yeah, so that part was crazy, and the ending was wild. I literally was like, this is the best episode ever. I was hyped. I thought everything was all good, and then it ended. Of course, it ended with like Sophia being in the fucking house with the crowbar, and I'm like, no, she knows about Oz's mom, and she knows about Vic now. Yeah. And I'm just like, fuck, dude.
Which we go back to what we were saying maybe 3 or 4 episodes ago, where everything's high stakes, because it's like, yo, Oz low-key just got started. Like, oh shoot,
he's on a roll.
How is he gonna get out of this? And it's like, man, they're gonna do some unpredictable way to get him out of this. He's gonna get out, obviously, because we know that he becomes the Penguin at the end of the day. But it's like, how? Like, dude, this seems like the end of the road.
It seems like, they have his mom, they have Vic. they have him.
Yeah.
Like
so it's gonna it's gonna be one of those things,
bro. Like,
which I think theorizing for the next episode.
He's slippery.
I think everybody that just joined is gonna come to his aid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So that's a great part too, right? This episode ends kind of right before that scene, right? Is Oz bringing together all the gangs, which is so sick, dude. He brings all the gangs together, and his speech, like Colin Farrell, I'm telling you, deserves an Oscar. His speech where he's like, yeah, like you might hate them, they hate you. Yeah, you did this to them, they did that to you. But at the end of the day, these motherfuckers don't even know our names. Like, we can all unite together and take them down, or we can fight amongst each other and let them just rule this shit. Like, no, fuck that shit.
We can bring that back to the real world, the government.
Yep, exactly. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Like, all of us. I'm not gonna do that. No, that's good. All of you are having inner hate with each other, but they're the ones at top. They don't even care about us, bro. They don't care about us, bro. That's the whole point. They don't care about us. At least one side is showing some sort of sympathy and empathy towards us. Like, it might not be real. It might not be something that's going to happen, but at least they try to care about us. At least they pretend to care about us. The other people don't even pretend to care about us. So, like, that's it.
The comment's going to say Trump went to McDonald's and made fries.
Yeah, probably rock-ass fries. Probably no salt. Probably no seasoning on that shit, dude. No seasoning on those fries.
Trump went over there to make fries, man. I seen him, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, but anyways, so man, this is a great episode, bro.
Wait.
Oh,
before we end, because I know we do got to end, but we also went to go see Venom. Let's talk about Venom real quick.
Venom was dope. Venom was sick, and I really think that everybody should go watch it. It's not the best movie of the year, but it's one of them movies where it's fun.
It's fun.
Enjoyable. You laugh. It's really good, man.
Yeah, we had a good time. I think
it's a good movie. I think it's a great trilogy. Like, it's actually
that's cool.
It's actually one of those things where, because trilogies don't really have a great movie. But this was a great trilogy. I mean, Spider-Man had a great trilogy. This is a great trilogy.
It was cool, but it wasn't like, if you're looking at a movie, like, it's not a great movie. It's not a good movie, but it's fun.
It was really good, bro.
It was fun. It was good. But
I had a great time.
Like, the part, like, okay, like, this is one, like, I had a great time and I was laughing a lot and I had fun during it. But, like, if you're looking at it, like, as a movie, like, the part where at the end where they have, like, the little montage of, like, him having all those moments with Venom, like, that was so out of place and it felt so weird and so, like, awkwardly stuffed in there. And I thought it was going to have, like, a funny comic relief at the end, but it was, like, actually being serious. And I'm like, wait. Are we not? We were just having fun this whole movie and laughing, and now it's like a serious moment. That's weird.
Because they're killing them off. They're not killing them off, but they're not doing it anymore.
Yeah, but like, it's just like, there's a lot of weird things in the movie, but it was fun. It was good, and I love seeing the symbiotes. I loved the whole thing about it. The scientist stuff was kind of weird. I didn't love that, but I did love how they turned into fucking symbiotes and all that stuff.
Yeah, that was cool.
It was cool.
The symbiote part. Like,
the symbiotes was cool. The symbiotes was really cool.
The new colors, that was sick.
Yeah, it was really cool.
A new color for me. I don't know the comics, but
yeah, I don't think it was anyone like important, but it was cool. It was really fun.
Except Scream.
But I think now that I watched it back, I thought that was Scream, and I don't think it's Scream anymore because she had like lightning powers, and I don't think Scream has lightning powers like that. And also, I think Scream was in the Carnage movie. She was the wife of Carnage, so I think that was Scream. So I don't know. I don't even know what was going on with this movie, but it was fun. It was cool, and it was good.
It's not the best movie, and that's not. I would never say it's not. I'm not gonna say it's the best movie. It was fun, bro.
When I left the movie theater, I thought to myself, I'm like, that was like a 7 out of 10. And when I watched like Screen Crush and stuff, they gave it a 6.5, and I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like on the same range. It was fun.
I'll give it a 7, dude.
Yeah, I give it a 7 too. Like, it was fun. I would watch it. I'm not gonna go out and tell people like, hey, you got to go watch Venom. Like, it was so sick. But if you want to watch it, you're probably gonna have a good time. You're not gonna be like, oh, that was the best movie ever, but it's a fun ride. It's cool, and Tom Hardy's cool.
Yeah,
man.
he's dope.
Like, Venom's cool, and like just. Like, the family that he meets is really funny. I like that whole like dynamic with the family.
You know what I didn't like about this movie though? I'll be real. How come they could, like, Sony sucks, bro?
Yeah.
How come they couldn't get 2 different actors for the Modar dude, the general? He's from Marvel. Yeah. Like, why would they bring him in here? Same with the lizard dude.
Also,
like, I hate that they did that. Yeah. Like, cause now, I mean, you got the multiverse in Marvel, and like. At the time of the trailer, I'm thinking like, oh, does that have any connection? But like, it's like, bro, why would you even kind of attempt to, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's
and they
stupid.
shut down, and the whole thing that they set up at the end of Venom 2, where like Venom sees Spider-Man and the MCU and shit, and then it's just like that was like shut down in a 30-minute sequence, like a 30-second sequence. Like that was like literally like, oh, remember when he lost the Venom and the symbiote and the Marvel universe? Well, that was only for like 1 minute, and then now he's back in his own universe, and we're back to our fun. It's like that. Like, what was the point of it showing us that if like it's just all going to come back around? Then also,
I know. I'm pretty sure I know why Sony did it, because they probably don't have any.
Yeah.
Marvel was probably like, nigga, we ain't doing nothing with y'all.
And no, for sure. And also like the whole thing with Null, the symbiote god, right? It's like Null, like they kind of wasted Null a little bit by introducing him here, because Null is little backstory, which you probably you might enjoy this. Null existed before the start of the universe, before the Celestials. He was just chilling in solitude in darkness, being Null, just living in it by himself, being Null, the symbiote god. Nothing existed. The Celestials came into existence. They created life. He didn't like that. He doesn't want that. He fights with the Celestials and cuts off one of the Celestials' heads.
Eternals?
Which is what we know as Nowhere from Guardians of the Galaxy. Remember Guardians of the Galaxy? They're on a Celestial's head, which is Nowhere. That's the head that they're mining and stuff. That's a Celestial's head. The reason it was cut off is because of Null. Null had the Necromancer sword, the black sword from Thor, God the Gore Butcher, right? It's all tied together. Like in the comics, Gore the God Butcher got his sword from Null. Like he got that sword. That's Null's sword. So like Null is a huge, important Thanos level villain. That is like.
But is he Spider-Man? That's why Sony has him.
He's Venom's. He's the symbiote god. So he's like.
So it's a Spider-Man.
Kinda, yes.
So that's probably why Marvel was not touching it.
But but also like it's all wasted. I feel like now.
Yeah, I mean, honestly,
maybe they bring him in, but I can live. I think that's why people had a problem with it. That's why people had a problem with it, because like that's like it's like what they do with Gore the God Butcher. It's like Gore the God Butcher is such a great character in the comics, and he's so fucking scary and evil and just like dope, and it was wasted in a movie. Like Christian Bale did as best as he could, but like it's like it was wasted in that movie, you know. Yeah. And it's like this is even bigger than Gore the God Butcher, and you guys ruined this guy too. It's like but
I can see.
Overall, fun movie. Yeah, 7 out of 10.
And then we had Agatha All Along.
Agatha All Along was
which was okay.
It was good.
This episode wasn't like the craziest
episode.
It was with Lilia, and she had to keep going back.
This was a great episode, actually. This was a great episode. I loved it.
It wasn't better when
it wasn't better than when
when
reveal,
he said that it was gonna be the better one. I'm like,
but it was cool. I liked it. I thought it was really cool. I thought like the whole tarot card thing was sick.
Also,
how they flipped the tarot cards, how everything connected, like everything she said connected, and they like told like it was cool. I thought it was really cool.
This episode did get me back into WandaVision, so I'm watching WandaVision.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I'm already on the third episode. I'm like, yo,
WandaVision is dope.
This was such a good show.
Yeah,
WandaVision is such a good show, bro. I'm on like episode 3 already, where they're introducing Monica Rambeau. And I'm like, yo, this is crazy. I forgot how good this was. Yeah. But yeah, I'm watching it because I'm like, okay, something important is really about to happen. I feel like in Agatha All Along.
Yeah.
So I want to be refreshed with everything that's in WandaVision. So yeah, man, this episode was cool. Agatha All Along episode 8. What is it? 8 or 7?
I think maybe like 8.
8. Yeah, 8. I think it was cool. I think it was wild that Marvel killed them the seven, like they actually dropped them on the swords. I was like, oh shoot.
Yeah, that was graphic.
Okay, all right.
That was graphic.
All right.
It was a cool way to kill people too, like how she flipped the tower and then like everything reversed and then like that was really cool.
That was dope. That
was a cool way to kill people.
So it's good. It's good. Don't get me wrong. I enjoyed it. It was good.
And it was a lot of setup for I think future stuff, like Lilia kind of like when she like let them on the path when she was like she talked to each one of them and told them something. I think that's all very important to what's going forward. I don't remember exactly what she said, but I remember it was really dope. And yeah, the whole tarot card thing was sick, and the way that everything connected, how like you kept seeing her flashback between different times and stuff. I thought it was a really well executed episode.
Yeah, that was dope.
So yeah, it was good, man. And the Chargers won this week.
Yeah.
And
my bets lost last week.
The UFC 308, dude, that shit was
my bets lost on that one too.
That shit was rough.
Yeah.
Max Holloway.
He was doing really good.
He was doing really good, but Ilia Topuria is just that guy, man.
And Robert Whittaker just got smoked.
Robert Whittaker, man.
He got smoked. He looked like he was gonna be doing it, but
and I should have listened to Kat. Oh, I did listen to Kat, but Kat, my girl, was like, you know Robert Whittaker's gonna get eaten alive. And I was like, no, but it's Robert Whittaker. Like, he can do it. And she's like, it's Hamza, dude. Like, he's gonna kill him and eat him alive. And I'm like, no, like, come on. Like, he'll put up a good fight. First 10 seconds of the fight, grabs him, takes him down, breaks his jaw, broke his teeth into his skull. Crazy. Yeah. The scariest guy in the UFC, the most dangerous guy in the UFC. And then Ilya knocked out Max. It was an interesting day.
You know what's crazy?
It was an interesting day.
Just really quick to UFC. I don't need Hamzat to fight Izzy, actually. Just go to Duplessis.
Yep.
Izzy just needs to not mess with this nigga. Do not mess with Hamzat, man.
I don't think anyone should mess with Hamzat. I think I'm literally like I'm done betting against this guy. I should have known. I bet on him, and I didn't bet. I bet on Max. That's why I lost the parlay. But I know Hamzat, and I kind of forgot. It's like that, oh, you must have forgot moment. Yeah. I kind of forgot, and then I was like, oh, yeah. I was quickly reminded how scary this guy is and how dangerous he is. Yeah. And, I don't think anyone in the middleweight division is beating him. No one. There's not one person that I think can even possibly put up a fight against him, and I can't wait for Dricus Du Plessis to get his brain broken by him.
Yeah, he's going to get killed.
He's going to get killed. Yeah. He like murders people in there. It's scary, dude. It's scary. No one does that.
Breaking someone's jaw is wild.
You didn't see the after pictures.
Nah, I saw
his teeth. He broke his bottom teeth into his jaw. He pushed his teeth back into his mouth and broke his jaw.
Ooh.
And his eyes were like bloodshot. He made Robert Whittaker, one of the toughest people in the UFC, submit in like not even 10 seconds. Like, as soon as he grabbed him, he was done.
Yeah.
He submitted like that. People were like in shock because they're like, wait, did he tap? What happened? That was crazy, dude.
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Yeah, man. So, lost another bet. I put another bet in today because it's like 11 games and 11 NBA games, and the World Series is happening right now. Tim just texted me Freddie Freeman, so I'm guessing they're winning right now. All he said was, Freddie Freeman, baby.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing they're winning.
Yeah. So I think Dodgers probably going to be up 3-0. So
yeah, let me see.
That's cool.
Let me see. Yeah, that's just
I'll
cool.
probably watch the game on right now. I'll probably throw it on.
What's today? October 29th?
Yep. 8th.
28th?
28th. Are they playing today?
Yeah, they're playing right now. In the first. LA's up 2-0. Dang.
Oh. Sorry, Yankees.
Yeah.
But
so yeah, man. And I got some bets for the NBA. You want to hear them? Oh yeah.
Yeah. Okay, wait. Real quick, I want to talk about. This isn't gonna take long, but I gotta find a way to get Netflix. 'Cause I really want to watch Starting Five. I really want to watch Starting Five so bad. I heard another podcast talking about it today. I know you were talking about it and telling me how good it was, and then I heard another podcast talking about it
Netflix.
And saying how good.
Because I use Lisa's. Lisa's on my TV, but I have Netflix with my plan. But I just don't use it. But I'll see right now.
Yeah, let me know because I don't have Netflix, but I really want to watch it because I was watching a podcast today. I think Bert Kreischer was talking about it, and he was saying how much he watched Starting Five, and he's like, "Damn, dude, I'm so invested in the NBA season now because I really want to see like certain people win now because of that." He's like, "I like seeing like Bronny open Christmas presents and stuff. Like it's weird, like an NBA player opening Christmas presents, and just like it just seems cool." And I'm like, "Damn, I'm really invested." And Jason Tatum is the best player in the NBA. All right, keep going.
Yeah, I do owe Jason Tatum an apology from that first dude, because that was before the games even started. That was before the season started when we had that conversation. Yeah. And after watching the Celtics massacre, who did they play? I don't even remember who they played. They destroyed them. They hit like the most threes of all time.
Yeah,
jeez, crazy. Man. But okay, so today's picks, and the game's already started, so I'll give you a rundown on who's winning or not. So I have the Orlando Magic beating Indiana Pacers, and that game is tied right now in the third quarter. Boston Celtics beating the Bucks, which the Bucks are winning by 3. Wow, which is crazy. Miami Heat beating the Pistons, and they're up by, I think, 9. New York is beating Cleveland, and they're up by 52. Oh, they're up by 52. My bad. They're up. They're up by like 8. My bad. They have 52. Denver beating Toronto, and Toronto's up by freaking 6 points. Denver has been sucking. They haven't won a game. They've been sucking, bro. So I pray that they win. Atlanta Hawks versus the Washington Wizards. The Atlanta Hawks are up right now. Memphis Grizzlies beating Chicago Bulls. Memphis is up right now. And the San Antonio Spurs beating Houston Rockets, which is a hill to climb. They are down Damn, by like 15, yeah. Dallas beating Utah, Sacramento beating Portland, and Lakers beating Phoenix. I think that's going to happen. San Antonio is the only thing I'm scared of. I think everything on this thing is gonna win, but San Antonio is the scary one. Okay. So, yeah, $1 gets me $105.
Dope. I'll take that.
Yeah. And I have $23 left in here. So so I don't know what to do.
I put it back in. That works.
Cool. But yeah, man, that's about it, man. I'm still
that's it, guys. Go vote for Kamala.
I'm still I'm still down 16 pounds. I need to keep going. Yeah, man. That's it. My song comes out on the 21st of November.
Yeah. Let's go.
We're about to figure out a music video idea for it. And then, yeah, man, I'm working on some more music. The Optimus Prime Avery coming out soon. I'm still trying to figure out what I gotta do and things I gotta do.
You'll figure it out.
And content ideas I gotta do without being annoying.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I think once that happens, bro, you get the fans and they become invested.
You get a niche.
Yeah.
A niche.
Yeah. So once that happens, bro, then boom, everybody comes over here to the podcast. And then it's up from there, bro. I'm telling you, man. I can
quit my job, guys, please.
I can see it. I know.
I see it too. So
yeah, man. We appreciate the 200 that's here, and we can't wait for the 200,000, bro.
200,000 coming to a city near you. We love you guys, though. Seriously, thanks for putting up with my rant today. I had to get that off my chest. I had a lot to say. It was all bottled up,
bro.
I'm drained, bro. I'm drained.
Oh, last thing. That's really big in the hip hop world. Lil Durk.
What happened?
Oh, you haven't heard?
I haven't heard, no.
Dude, he's an idiot, I think.
What happened?
Hopefully he didn't do it, but apparently he hired someone to murder Quando Rondo, which is really? A person or a person's of interest that killed King Von. So he hired someone to do it, which is also crazy. If he didn't do it, I hope he didn't do it, because I'm not a crazy big Dirk fan, but it's like, man, like that sucks. But the thing is,
I hire people to kill
the biggest thing is the whole thing that you don't know is one of his homies was in jail for 12 years. He just got out. Lil Durk gave him $50,000 just because he's the homie from back in the day, and that same homie apparently set him up with the feds when Dirk asked somebody to put a hit up, asked to put the hit out on Lil Quando Rondo, which is crazy. Because it's like, all right, man, is he gonna do that? Like, you know what I mean? Whatever. It's hip hop, it's rap, whatever. It's thug gangster rap. But like to have your homie snitch on you, bro.
You need to watch The Penguin.
That's crazy.
They need to watch The Penguin and get some tips
from
Oswald Cobblepot, dude.
Bro, that's crazy.
Oswald ain't doing that, you know?
He snitched on his homie. Yeah,
that's wild.
Bro, that's like me. That's like you giving me $50,000. I come out of jail and like you say something and I incriminate you. That's crazy, bro.
Yeah, that's wild.
Like, I know that's bad. Don't get me wrong, bro. I'm not. If Lil Durk did that, I'm not condoning what he did, because that sucks, bro. Like, you wanted somebody to die. Like, that's crazy. But to have the thing that's crazy is to have the homie snitch on you. Now, everybody know I'm a citizen, upstanding citizen. So don't do nothing criminal around me, because maybe I will tell, but I'm not involved. So that's not snitching. That's not snitching. You know what I'm saying? I'm not involved. He's involved. That's snitching.
Yeah.
That's different.
Yeah.
Like when you're not involved and you're just like, dang, I see some crazy stuff happening right there. I don't know who did it, but I didn't do it. Maybe it was that person over there. You should ask them. That's not snitching. Snitching is, yo, we gonna kill this nigga. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, I got caught. It was him. Them niggas, you know the how to go seek? When you get caught, you're like, oh man, they caught us. Hey bro, you should get out. They caught us.
Yeah. No, they didn't catch us.
They caught you.
They caught you, bro.
Yeah, man. But yeah, I think that's crazy, man. So, you know, honestly, bro, I'm not gonna say free Lil Durk, because, dude, if you wanted somebody to die, that's crazy.
Yeah, if you put a hit out on someone.
But also, the freaking internet is crazy, man. They bullied him. They bullied him into doing that.
Don't let them bully you, son.
Because his homie got killed. Yeah. And everybody's like, oh, man, you're not sliding for King Von. It's like, now he's sliding. Everybody's like, he's stupid. Yeah. It's like, bro, what do you guys want?
But anyway, you can never win, guys. You can never win. Just live your life for yourself. Respect everyone. Have sympathy. Have empathy in your life, guys. And you'll be good. You know
all the racist guys that came here, from
Thank you.
Dre's Rant, man.
Thank
Go talk
you.
to a black friend, man. Find a black buddy.
A Muslim friend, a Jewish friend.
Find an Asian friend.
Get an Asian friend.
Find an Asian girl, bro.
Someone that's not like you, dude.
Find an Asian girl, bro.
Don't have friends that are like you. I'll tell you this much. I always talk about this, and I say this a lot, and I think it's a great way to end the episode. But I always tell my girlfriend, I was like, man, I have characters around me. Like, all my friends, all the people around me are characters. Like, bro, like, in their own way. Like, everyone has a very distinct personality. Everyone is very much themselves. There's no one that's like anybody else that I know. Like, if you think about it, like, think about all of our friends. Like, they're all very much themselves. Like, there's no one that is like anybody else. Like, we have a bunch of characters around us. And I love that. And I'm so grateful for that. And I'm so appreciative of that. And I'm very blessed to have so many different kind of people around me. And I love it, man. And life is good. Even though I'm complaining a lot, life is good, man. Life is good. I'm blessed. I'm grateful. I'm Adrian Blest, baby.
Blest.
I'm Adrian Blest.
And I'm Avery Harden.
And that's Avery Harden. And this is Above the Multiverse, guys. We love you. Till next time, like, subscribe, all that sheesh. But
with my finger, we gonna do it?
Yeah.
Peace.